Okay.
Hey, yo! Welcome to the wonderful world of HungryHeath. I'm not a classically trained chef. What I am is a self-taught home cook. I have studied under several television chefs. I have a PhD from YouTube University and a black belt in Google Food. I love to cook. The only thing I love more than cooking is my wife, the warden, the phone thrower.
Here,
she dropped her phone.
You got long arms.
She has a brand new case on it, so she's trying it out.
Right? See it? Is it really shock absorbent or whatever?
I'm pretty shocked you're throwing your phone.
Maybe I do it like this.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, maybe that'll work out better.
So,
Nope.
in case y'all are wondering, the devil made me do it. So what we got here? Oh, I need to get that out too, huh?
I don't know. What's that?
Hors d'oeuvres we have in the fridge.
Well, when we go to eat, how about that?
All right.
Well, how's everybody doing tonight?
How you doing?
So I saw Mama Bear Lynette commented this morning saying she's got a client, so she'll probably be a little late, but that's okay. We're here for you. And then I saw 22Q Cat commented earlier, said she's looking forward to it.
Nice.
So how's everyone doing? I am excited. Today's October 20th.
Yes.
Basically only another week left of October. Let me know if you have kids or grandkids and you're going for
or a Heath
and you're going to celebrate Halloween. Are you celebrating it next Saturday or on the 31st? Because I'm always curious as to when it gets
showtime.
I'm just looking. I feel like our heads are being cut off, but on here it doesn't show it. But on here,
it's because you're on your phone.
Oh no, then that's fine. That's so weird.
Right?
Okay. Oops. Okay, now how do I get back? Okay, there we go. Oh, now it's recentered. Okay, good. All right. So what are we making tonight to start off? What's our main attraction?
Shrimpies.
Shrimpies?
Yeah. We got that. Y'all know we are kind of bougie. We only like the Argentine red shrimp. So she already pulled a package of those out, put them in a bowl for us. I don't know if she got the whole bag or not. But anyways, we got those. I have this whole link of sausage I'm going to slice up.
What brand is that?
This is the Pedersen's.
Peter.
Yeah, him too. Peterson's no sugar added uncured kielbasa. I believe it's pork and beef. But anywho, no, it's just pork. But anyways, we're gonna do that. We have some frozen vegetables that are private stock we had in the fridge, and then I have some diced red onions we're gonna use up. We're gonna add all that to this, and then I have this jar here of the roasted garlic marinara sauce.
Ooh.
And we're gonna add a little spoonful of our homemade smoked salsa, and then we're gonna add a couple of dashes of our new blend, our latest blend of the Cooper's Inferno spice blend.
Yes. So the Caboodle sent us their farm fresh peppers. So we made a spice blend. So it's hotter than our Texas 5 spice.
I think this might be hotter than the last batch we made for them.
Well, or it's been a year, so we don't remember.
Yeah.
But if you're interested in this, I have one jar left that has not been claimed. So if you're interested in the Cooper's Inferno, our email's down below and we'll tell you, what the shipping would be and what the suggested donation, if you were so inclined for us to gift you this as a donation gift.
Right.
So yes, it is really good, but it is spicy, y'all. Well, let's say hello to everybody else who got here.
Hello to everybody else who got here.
I see Air Fried Auntie. Hey, Shauna. She goes, I'm so excited for tonight. I've had quite a crazy week. See y'all soon. Oh,
awesome.
Man. I'm sorry it's been so crazy. Carrie said, myself and Shauna, and then also 22Q Cat and Mama Bear Lynette beat them to the stream. They had some fast boats
Right?
You know it. Those boats start right away. And then he said 629 days of no coffee hour caffeine. And then I see that Sean is here and said, hello, everyone. Hey, Sean. Tell Michelle hi as well. And then let's see, 22 Cute Cat said, hi, Shelly Heath and the wonderful crazy horde. Hey. And then Judy's here. Hey, Judy, welcome back. She said, hello, everyone. And then Kathleen is here. She goes, hello, Shelly Heath and the Horde family. Hey, Kathleen.
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
And Terry. We
Hi.
hadn't seen Terry and Jerry for a while. Said, hi, y'all. How
Howdy,
are
howdy,
you
howdy.
doing? And then Shauna said, has anyone ever just bought pickle juice? Actually, I have.
Yeah, I have.
For yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was silly. I won't do it again.
Oh,
I think
actually,
it's a better buy to just get the jar of pickles.
My mother absolutely loved drinking pickle juice. So that when I found out several years ago that they were just selling pickle juice, I would buy that for her. And then she would just drink it. But then, yeah, she eventually went with, she was just like, it's just easier to buy the big jar of pickles and just sip off of that.
Because don't they have a brand where it comes like in a can, like a soda?
Yeah, a can. And they also have like little bottles.
Wow.
And you can, buy it, but it is kind of pricey.
Yeah.
Whereas if you just buy that huge, like we get the 5-gallon jug of pickles from HEB.
Yeah,
There's like
deli.
a big deli slice, what do they call them? Piccadillys,
Yeah.
right? And yeah, then you get both.
It's like restaurant style quality.
Hey, Barely Begun is here
Hey.
and said, evening, Horde. Hey, how are you doing? And just Jason, Keto, and more. Hey, Jason.
Brother.
Said, happy Friday, everyone. How are you doing? And then I see Shauna said, oh, cute shirt, Shelly. Thank you. It's actually a dress. But yeah, I've got little bats. Probably hard to see. Let's see. There you go. There's a bat and pumpkins. I think I got this off the Sheen last year. So I don't get to wear it too much. It's kind of a short dress, though, honestly. But thank you. And Mary T. Hey, Mary T. She says, hi, y'all. Out walking, almost home.
Oh,
wow. That's good.
Why don't you just walk on over here?
Right. You should be here by supper.
Right.
And next year.
Somebody's supper.
Right. And then Shauna said, I'm done with today, honestly. Oh, and don't you still have work to do tonight? But I understand that. How's everybody's work week been?
Mine's been awesome. I'm loving my new job.
Well, that's awesome. Yeah, you had like a one-on-one today, but we'll save all that for your MS journey. Which, do you want to tell them about the MS journey? It's going to be
a little delayed this week because with my schedule, y'all, I work Saturdays, and then we have the viewer cook along tomorrow night, so it'll be a little difficult to record and do all my stuff for MS Journey. Plus, we found out there's a huge farmers market near downtown, and we're gonna go check it out on Sunday. So I figure I'll go ahead and just record while we're in the car, and we'll get some footage of us at the market too. And
yeah.
So I'll just post that Sunday night when we get home.
I think this is the market I've been to a long time ago. I heard about it. It's kind of in the barrio part of Houston.
I'm excited about that.
It's called the Houston Farmers Market. I mean, real original name there, but it's 150,000 square foot commercial warehouse. And it's kind of like, indoor, outdoor. We're basically, they just roll up the doors and that's how you get airflow, right? Very old school. When I read the backstory, what it was is back whenever the 60s or 70s, the farmers around the Houston area didn't like how the produce industry was treating them in order for them to sell stuff. And they were like, well, why don't we all get together as a collective and just sell directly to customers? And so that's why they opened this. And I believe I used to go a long time ago, and yeah, you could get like really good deals, or I mean 20 years ago it was. But we'll see if when I get there, I'll be like whether I remember it or not. But basically it's like everything you can think of. Tons of everybody, all the different farmers have like their little section. So it'll say, you know, Cadillo's produce, or so and so spices or whatever. So they have, of course, tons of produce booths. Whatever fresh produce, you just go there, and I'm hoping they'll haggle. And then they have tons of ones that have lots of different spices, like spices.
We'll start adding this on.
Like every spice known possible. Like they actually have the big jugs, and you just buy it per ounce. And I'll have to bring Google Translate because my Spanish is a little, well, I never took Spanish. So got to use the Google Translate to figure out what some of the spices are. Like I don't know what Camino is.
Right.
But they have that. And then some of them have like all different types of mole that you can buy per ounce. The dry mole.
Needless to say, I don't know if you're catching it or not. We're kind of excited.
Yeah, we're very excited. And then some of them, there is one that is a butcher, and it's our ranch, and all of their meat, duck, lamb, goat, chicken, beef, all comes from their ranch. But I bet it's a little pricey. There's also one that has eggs and dairy.
I'm going to step aside for a second and move some of this out of the way.
Okay. And then they just like, you just go and walk and walk and walk and check everything out.
Oh, so we're getting Asian food? Walk. Dun, dun, dun.
And then also all kinds of cooking equipment. They said a lot of the Houston restaurants actually go there for their produce and their cooking equipment and everything. So I'm really excited, and I think it's good. I'm going to get cash because it looked like, it wasn't like you go per farmer and buy from them directly. So I figure, well, if we have cash, we can bargain a little more. And of course, there's tons of, like when I've seen people post stuff, like there's tons of Mexican candies, that kind of stuff as well, of course. But
actually, how we found out about it, we were just skimming through YouTube one day, and there's a channel we watch every once in a while called Road Trippers.
Yeah.
And he did a trip. Yeah, he made a trip to Houston. And we're like, well, all right, let's see if he's on to anything. And then we found this place. I was like, oh, okay, that's cool.
I know. So super excited about that. And we'll show that in.
And you know what we'll probably do?
Huh.
At the end of my MS journey, I'll just link to that video too.
Yeah, but we'll do some filming while we're there, so you kind of come along with us. But when I was seeing some of the different, like there was a couple of videos on YouTube, but anyways, it looked like it's kind of been hipster invaded in some parts.
Gentrification.
Like, there's one restaurant called Underbelly Burger. So if you're familiar with Houston, there's a well-known chef called Chris Shepherd, and he's kind of highfalutin, right? Of course. Anyways, Underbelly Restaurant is one of his big restaurants, but then he opened a burger joint at this place. But he's kind of
proud of it.
Yeah, well, yeah, he's proud of it, but he's like got these, like he said on the page, he's like, we do burgers the way they're supposed to be. No peanut butter here. No, there was like a couple other things, the little treads that you see in burgers. He's like, you won't find that here. We do burgers. And I was like, oh, okay. So nothing fancy. You're just going to get a burger and you're going to pay like double the price than if you went to like Whataburger. Just because it's his name on it.
And Whataburger's not cheap either.
No, it's not. But I looked at that, and then there was another place, but I think it's closed, and it was called Wild Oats, and it sounded like a really cool concept where their menu was specifically driven by whatever they got at the market there, but then they were wanting like $30 for fajitas.
Wow.
and like just really high prices. And I was like, oh, I just hope that the produce and all that is actually cheaper than our grocery stores, or otherwise we'll just be walking to be like, well, never mind. I guess we're gonna go to
It was a nice
HEB or
sightseeing.
Aldi, right? So we'll see. Anyways, I'm getting really behind. But I see Mary T said she made it 3 miles.
Oh,
That's
wow.
awesome. Gigi's here. Hey, Gigi.
Hey,
She
howdy,
said,
howdy,
good
howdy.
evening, everyone. And Carrie said, I can't wait till the 30th is over with and I could take the computer test and it's done. I've been studying and made it stressful. I know I need this. Oh, you'll do fine. Cynthia said, happy Friday. Hey, Cynthia.
The only thing I'm concerned about this
Uh-huh.
is we're using a smaller pan. Will it all fit in here?
Yeah, it'll fit because all we have left to put is the shrimp.
And the sauces.
Yeah. Shauna said, I'm a Grinch when it comes to Halloween. Lights off, door locked, and other staff takes clients somewhere.
We decorated our yard, and that's because this is our favorite holiday. And somebody suggested we just not answer the door. I'm like, how are we going to decorate and not answer the door?
I know.
Isn't that mixed signals?
Right? And then I was out. I don't know what I was doing outside. But anyways, I was outside. A lot of people love to walk in this subdivision. And somebody's walking by and she's like, oh, I like your spider. I was like, oh, thanks. So like people that walk and they have like kids or grandkids or whatever, they like take note and they're like, okay, we're going to be hitting that house.
Yes.
And we have a lot of scary stuff, which I always think is so cute because like last year, several of, especially the little kids, like they didn't want to come up to the door because they're like, oh my gosh, that's too scary.
There's a wraith hanging there.
Right. And then even some of the teenagers, they were like, what? Oh my gosh. So it is fun. And I ended up getting the huge bag at Sam's. And it's like, I didn't know it was that big, but it's like 450 pieces. I'm like, okay, yeah, we're going to be giving away a lot of candy. So the first hour of trick-or-treaters will probably be getting like 4 or 5 pieces each.
Yeah.
Because I just didn't realize. I was like, yeah, that was the lowest price per candy.
Per piece. Yeah.
Per piece. That's what they say when you're shopping for Halloween candy. You want to shop for, the amount per piece. And so that was the cheapest one per piece. I just didn't realize it was huge. And Patty's here. Hey Patty. She said, happy Friday. You rested up before you got it. She's got a 7-day trip ahead of her starting Sunday. Oof. Air Fried Ani said, only thing I enjoy is making Halloween goodies for my friend. And that's the best thing ever. We love it.
Oh, look, 90% of it.
Oh, that's good.
Probably like 95%.
Nice. Terry said, Shelly and Heath, good seeing y'all again. Well, it's great seeing y'all too. Rick Wynn's here. She said, happy Friday night, folks. Shelly, have you tried your Halloween cheese dip heated? It changes the whole thing.
Holy cheese dip.
The scarecrow.
Oh.
Ooh, okay. We do still have some left, so we're going to have to do that, is heat that up and see how that tastes.
Look, just 1 spoonful should be enough.
Yeah, probably. Oh, and then there's some still on the rim there. See it? There you go.
Stir that for me?
Yeah.
Well, I'll put the lid on it.
Wow, y'all.
Right. You know what I almost want to do, though?
No, what do you want?
I want you to take your phone and take pictures of that.
Well, when we get the shrimp in, don't you think?
No, I want to do it then, too.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Here,
like
start a little
time
more.
lapse.
Time lapse.
I get the spoon out of the way. Awesome.
All right. Yes.
Because you know what I'm noticing, y'all? When I do my MS journey, I post all these different photos and videos of what I've eaten through the week, but you never get any pictures of this dinner. So this way here, you're going to give me those and I can post them also.
Carrie said, I wish Friday was happy. There isn't really a day for happiness. I am bored being off from working so long. Had the job at the church and it's wonderful. I still need a miracle. Well, there's the good things that happen. You look for the positive. So there, you've got the job at the church. That's amazing. And that does give you something to do. And good things are coming. Like you said, the 30th, you've got that test. There's always something good to be found, right?
Now,
oh, excuse me.
We want to put the shrimp in now.
Yeah, I think so.
I'll go get it. I'll put this.
Sorry. Rita is here. She says, I'm here but driving. Well, thanks for showing up, Rita.
Yeah.
And let's see, everybody talking back and forth. And Shauna said, what kind of pickle juice?
The kind made with pickles?
I just there back at the time, I mean it was several years ago, but there was like 2 or 3 different brands. And so I would just like go to your grocery outlet or your grocery store, whatever, and look for pickle juice. Like on mine, I would just use the app and search for the pickle juice.
I think Del Monte makes one.
Maybe. But I think there was a brand that actually was just pickle juice.
Do we want any of the seafood seasoning on that?
I don't know.
We had said originally we did, but
yeah.
Where's it at? Isn't this it right here?
Yes. I don't know. I'm just trying to push these in here so they're kind of
submerged. Because they're going to kind of boil in that sauce.
Yeah.
Awesome.
There
I don't know if this will translate well or not. That's what it looks like. Y'all see that? I love this stuff. And this, honestly, was commissioned by Norm and Karen.
Yeah.
They requested us make that.
Okay.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah. Do we have a lid that fits that one? Was that one over there?
The black one would, yeah.
Do you want a lid on it, though, or just let it be?
I think we could probably just let it be. Okay. I don't know. It's up to you.
I don't know if it's going to help it, is what I'm saying.
Let me wipe my hand on that. Okay. Let's see. Terry said, wow, Shelly, the red lipstick makes your face glow. Very nice. Oh, thank you.
Your water?
Yeah.
Refill?
Out.
Okay.
Please.
Well, since I'm using their mug, we got to give them a shout out.
Right? 2 crazy ketos.
Are they even here tonight, though?
I haven't seen them. Shauna said, I don't want dry pickles, though. And that's what would happen to my mother is next thing you know, she's looking in the fridge and it's like the pickles are all dry because she ate all of the, or drank all of the juice, rather.
Eat the pickles first.
Right? Rickwood said you could buy a gallon size of pickle juice. Oh, okay. There you go. 22Q Cat said, I think we might need you to model that Halloween shirt, Shelly. Oh, goodness. It's awfully short, y'all.
I know. That's why I like it.
But it's just
it's my Halloween
it's a little
candy.
low cut and yeah.
It's divine.
Oh, my gosh.
It's my Halloween candy. Look, it's after dark.
Oh, gosh. Patty said, I have bought a couple gallons of pickle juice off Amazon. Oh, there you go. My husband likes to have it around for lake cramps.
Oh, that's smart.
Well, there you go. Check Amazon.
Oh, this looks...
Y'all are awesome
good.
helping each other.
Like a gumbo or whatever.
Right?
And I'm noticing you didn't do the whole bag.
Well, no, because look, I mean, this is going to be plenty. And then we still got the avocado here and the bacon. I mean, this is a lot. Shauna said, yes, I work at 9 p.m. Ugh.
Well, do we even need this guy then? If we just use a spoon?
Nah, I guess not. I was reading ahead. Jason said, thanks everyone that entered my giveaway. Dustin from Keto Simple wound up winning.
Oh, awesome.
Yes, if you didn't know, Jason just hit 1,000 subscribers,
That's
which is
awesome, bro.
awesome. But he still needs the watch time, so make sure y'all go over there. And he's got a few videos, like some of them are just like you could play them in the background, right? So go do that and help him build his watch time, y'all.
Especially his ones leading up to the Ketopalooza.
Yeah.
That'll be really helpful. I was doing that for him. I just turn it on and let it play.
Right.
Especially awesome because I let it do it while overnight, while I'm asleep, or while I'm at work.
Yeah, exactly. So help him get there, y'all. Kathleen said, I saw a recipe for making your own. Just don't put cucumbers in it. Oh, well, there you go. Just make your own actual juice. That should be pretty easy. Carrie said, I don't see Heath with the eggs to be excited.
Ha ha ha.
Almost. Hoofinit's here. Hey, Karen.
Karen.
Did you hear us talk about the newest Cooper's Inferno?
Where'd it go?
I don't know.
Over there. Dang it. I'll get it in a second to show you.
She said, happy Friday, everyone. Oh, looking good so far. Why can I smell it from here? Yummy. Ha
Come
ha.
on. Come make you a plate.
Walk. Right. Because I said walk, walk. Yeah. So many words I say you don't hear the whole thing, right?
That's that Southern upbringing.
Right? Mary T said, made it home. Woohoo. I've got pork chops in the sous vide, and after that walk, I'm hungry. Ooh, how are you going to season your pork chops?
I recommend some pork and poultry rub.
I mean, it is really good. Shawnee said, I'm still without a debit card. Hopefully Monday or Tuesday. Yeah, I read about that in the chat. Wow. Poor thing. The one... She got fraud on one. Well, look, I'm spilling the beans for you, Shauna. But since you put it in our group chat, I figured I can.
With the rest of our group.
But she had reported fraudulent charges. And then the other day, the guy said, oh, okay, well, we're going to overnight you or expedite your debit card. But then he didn't expedite it. And then today, another
from China.
Right. Another fraudulent charge showed up.
Wow.
And so, oops. Sometimes it goes off. And so then when she called again, that's when they saw that it had not been. So they canceled that second one, dealing with the second fraud charge, and they're then expediting a new debit card.
Like expedited overnight, next day?
No, well,
expedited 3 to 5 business days kind of thing?
Well, she's saying Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah. You know what I just thought of? Looking at this would be really good over some like Cali rice.
Yeah.
Do we have any?
No.
Oh, well.
Shauna. I'm sorry. Karen said, I'm waiting for Brian to get home so we could do some smash burgers. Ooh, that nice. Sounds good.
That's what you kids are calling it nowadays, huh?
Shauna said, I love peanut butter on a burger. I know.
I do too. But I'm allergic now. It hurts.
When that guy said that, I was just like, but it's actually good on a burger. Like, why are you dissing some of these new creations on a burger?
Don't yum my yum.
How do y'all feel? Are you more of a traditional burger? Like, you're like, no, to me, a burger is at most cheese and bacon plus, the standard veggies. Or do you kind of like some of the neat combos that they come up with? Such as peanut butter, and let me see
what's that one we were thinking about going to. It's in New York City. It's like from the 1900s, and they only put mustard on it. Remember they do it in an upright broiler?
No, was it mustard or ketchup?
I don't remember. It's one or the other.
Yeah, but they said nothing else.
Yeah, that's the only way they serve it, and they only serve it on white bread. That toasted white bread, no buns.
Right. Okay, let me see.
Oops. But it's supposed to be like world renowned.
It's the oldest. It's supposedly where the burger was created.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Oh, here it is. He put on here, so he does get it from the Ranch Butcher Shop, which is what's there, and 44 Farms. That's a huge butcher here in Texas. But he put no fried eggs, which I'm sorry, fried eggs are great on a burger. No brie. And for the love of God, I'm reading directly from the site. For the love of God, no peanut butter.
So you just bring your own.
And then he said beef, cheese, veggies, house sauce, buns, and that's it. That's an underbelly burger. And then add some sidewinder fries and a cold local brew, and you've got the Texas trifecta. Now, I disagree, Chris Shepard. The Texas trifecta is brisket, sausage, and ribs.
Pork ribs.
Right. Oh, she said my. Let me adjust my mic.
This
There. I
looks
hope
almost
that's
done.
better.
You know what?
Yeah, it probably is, but I was just like, that's a little like, I
Bougie.
don't know. Yeah, I mean, the burger, it looks like a sloppy burger, right?
Yeah. Let me ask you a question. We have these bacon crumbles. Do you want to put that on a plate or put it in now?
What do you want to do?
I think I'll put it in now so it'll
Okay.
warm it up too.
But yeah, so a basic 2 beef patties with American cheese, which I don't even like that type of cheese, $12. Just the burger. No, no side, no drink.
Because he's using the 44 Farms. They're kind of bougie.
Well, that's
also.
true.
They're kind of proud of their stuff too.
The 44 Farms one is 12, but the RC Ranch Wagyu is 13.
It's Wagyu.
Anyhow, I'm done ranting.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Well, we might go there. We might not.
Oh, no, we're not going to. We already said we weren't going to go there because that'd be like $30 for both of us.
That's crazy talk. For burgers?
Yeah.
I think I'm good enough at making burgers. I don't need to do his.
Yeah. And
I'll put peanut butter on mine.
And the Caboodles are about to make smash burgers. Just think of that.
Yeah.
Karen, if you and Brian went to that place just for each of you to have 2 patties with cheese would have been $24 plus tax, no drinks. And I bet your smash burgers you're making tonight for both of y'all is probably under $5.
And then you don't have to mess with a silly American cheese.
Right.
That atrocity.
Shauna said, Shelly, go and take peanut butter with you and put it on there in front of the server. And a fried egg.
All right.
Carrie said, I don't like test, Shelly. I will see early in the morning for the test. Everyone says I'll be fine. I will see. Well, I'm really, let's see, is my mic working better now that I adjusted? I really feel like, Carrie, a lot of it is your mindset. So if you go in saying, I'm going to do this, I'm going to ace this test, I've got it, I've studied, have confidence in yourself that you have studied it and you know the information. Thank you.
Does that look good? I think it's done. Because what I was going to do is pull this off altogether and get that thing out of the way.
And that you know the information, then you're going to rock it. Just to have that confidence in yourself. I really feel like your mental preparedness for something and how you see yourself doing it is a big part of how you'll actually do.
Just walk in like you own the place.
Right. Barely Begun said, clearly you are full-size candy bar people based on decor.
Right? There's no trial size here.
Well, they're in for a big surprise then. I can't believe people hand out full-size candy bars.
That's you know what that is? That's showing off.
Yeah. Oh, look, Miriam is here. Hey, Miriam. She said, hello, lovelies. Hello, how are you doing?
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
Mary T said, I'm practicing for Costa Rica. I'm going with a Jack, and she's going to make me hike mountains and jungles. Oh, going with a jock. I was like, what's a Jack? The eggs.
Oh, yeah, your eggs.
Mine? They're mine. That's for sure. I guess I needed to read that a little better, right?
But here's my devil's eggs.
Here. Are those adorable?
Guess which one's for Renee?
Ooh.
Are we saving these guys?
No, they're papers by the time.
All right.
But that'll be fun. Costa Rica.
I'm going to pick up the pan.
Okay.
You just move the The guy. So we get it in the
I'm
center.
gonna move the guy. Is this better?
Yeah, mo better.
Perfecto. Do we want a little cheese, or you think
Yes.
no? Okay.
Always cheese. Name me one dish that's not better with cheese.
Chocolate cake.
Mascarpone. There's a cheese for everything.
Is there, y'all?
That's why they say, behold the power of cheese.
Oh my gosh.
But since we already have it shredded, I think it'll work better. Let's use this parm. Or no, this is Mott's.
Yeah, that's Mott's.
Well, because it's already shredded. Let's use it.
All right.
That fine shredded parm that we get in the little jar would have been better, but we don't have any. Because that's another thing we're doing with this. We're on a new trend now
Oh.
where we're shopping from our pantry and our freezer. We're trying to limit what we're buying weekly.
Yes. So if you haven't watched the Ward Report, I kind of talk about it in there about my weekly budget, y'all.
We're on a new mission. We have goals. Let's stick to them.
Right. We sure do. And speaking of goals and budgeting, who are your favorite people to watch, like on YouTube?
There's one guy named HungryHeath. He's pretty cool. I like watching his channel.
I was gonna say for budgeting and finance advice, who do you like?
Dave Ramsey? I don't know.
Do you watch him on YouTube?
No, I don't.
That's what I was about to
I
say.
used to.
Ooh, I feel like this is a lot.
I know. I'm excited about this.
And that came together pretty quick.
That's another reason why I wanted it. Because y'all know some of our Friday night feast, it takes a while to put it all together.
Yeah.
I was wanting something quick and easy.
Ooh.
And something spicy. And do you know what I noticed?
This
isn't quite spicy enough.
You're going to get some more Coopers and
Yes.
Pernod? Okay.
This is our own blend. I mean, our own jar. So we made everybody else's, and then we put that one together just for us.
Here, let me get a picture of your food. Well, here, I was going to take just the food because you wanted it with the shrimp, remember?
Yeah.
Okay, now you want to do your...
And then the cheese.
Oh, yeah.
And then another picture.
Karen said, I've never heard of peanut butter on a burger.
What?
I don't see myself trying it anytime soon, but happy for y'all who do.
It's amazing.
Wow. Well,
Those that don't like it are the same ones that don't like pineapple on pizza.
no. Because, here, sprinkle a little on mine. Why are you being so...
Well, because I figured you'd want to do it so you can get the right portion for you.
That's good. Perfect. You say that, but...
I had my nose up at first. Once I tried it, I was like, oh, yeah, this is good.
Yeah, because pre-keto, I remember we went to this place on a road trip.
I was like, what are you, crazy? We ain't doing that.
Yeah, and they had it, and I was like, I even forget the place, but I think it was somewhere, maybe in Ohio? No, I forget. But somewhere in the Mid-East.
You want your fork, too? That's your spoon on your plate.
Okay.
Do you want it or you want another one?
No, this will work.
Do you want your fork?
No, I'm good. But anyways, and I was excited there. I think it was called it was something with garage in the name.
Underbelly? No, I'm fine.
No, in the name was garage. It's like Fred's Garage or Gary's Garage. I think they were a chain, but anyways, they had a burger, and that's why I went there. And this was pre-keto, and I was like, I really want to try it. And he like scoffed the whole time. And he was like, that just sounds ridiculous. Why would you put peanut butter on a burger?
Sacrilegious.
Yeah, he was like, no, give me a good burger with bacon and cheese, da-da-da. And I was like, I want to try it with the peanut butter. And it was freaking good.
I tried it, and I was like, all right, I'm converted. Now we're going to make some pecan butter, and we're going to top it on a burger now.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what we'll do next week.
Caden's here. Hey, Caden said, hi, everyone. Hi, Shelly and Heath. If I'm late, it's because it's Harvest Festival in my area. Grocery stores are crazy crowded. Ooh, how fun. So what's the Harvest Festival where you're at? That sounds like fun. Keto Simple, Dustin. He's like, hey, everyone. I'm leaving Costco, getting stuff together for our trip that starts Sunday night. We're heading to Disney, Florida till November 3rd. For some reason, I thought you were already leaving, but that's awesome.
That's awesome. I'm jealous. That sounds like a really good trip.
I know. Oh my gosh. Y'all.
I think a lot of stuff he goes and does his activities, like going to concerts and stuff like that, sounds really fun, actually.
Right?
I think we would have fun hanging out together.
Probably. At least
so good.
At least he could go with you to the heavy metal stuff. I'm not a big fan of what is it? Crunch cookie
monster. I'm not either.
Well, some people call that good.
That's what people are misinformed.
No, I think he likes Cookie Monster.
Mm-hmm.
And we did go to that one that, remember? And we ended up walking out. I was like, I can't take this for an hour.
But we went. We just didn't stay. That's really good.
It is very reminiscent of a jambalaya.
Need some more though, doesn't it?
Yeah. The Cooper's Inferno. I mean, look how red that is, y'all. But send us an email. We've got one left. One lucky person.
With the exception of the Redmond salt, everything in this blend came from the Cooper's farm. That's the only thing we added was Redmond's real salt.
Yep, that's it. Ooh.
This is really good.
Oh, Barely Begun said, I had one of those peanut butter burgers a couple months ago. It wasn't bad, but I won't order it again either. Well, that's fine. At least you tried it. Keto Simple said, I'm heading home. I'll be listening till I get there. Well, thanks for listening. Look, okay, it's jumping on me. Hold on a second. It's been a while since it jumped.
Wow. I can't get enough of these deviled eggs, though. Do you want any?
I'll have like maybe one or two.
I'm going to eat Chucky's egg.
Oh. Save the clown for me. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to find it. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right, there we go. It's like being real. StreamYard's being a little picky tonight. Hoofinit said, it took me a while to try fried eggs on my burger, and I really like that. But I just like a burger with salt and pepper, rare to medium rare, boring me. I mean, when it's good, it's good.
It's not boring if that's what you like.
Right.
That's really good. It is like a jambalaya.
Rickwood said, I put some in a ramekin and stuck it in the air fryer until the top was toasty and the cheese was melted. About 12 minutes at 400. Ate it with pork rinds. Maybe you should do that for your lunch tomorrow. That'll be good. Mama Bear Lynette. She said, finally able to join in. Sorry I'm a little late. That's fine. I'm glad you showed up, Lynette. Mary T said, I love the way you put all your food at the beginning of MS Journey. I show it to the guys who wouldn't sit through a video that I tell them how much you've lost and how healthy you are.
Aww, thank you.
Well, thanks, Mary T, because like I like that kind of feedback because I was telling I thought it was too many photos that took too long. So I like that. Basically, you're telling me I'm wrong because you do like seeing that. So, you know.
Maybe I'm looking at it different than most folks do when they make their videos. I try and look at it. I guess it's my background, too, from working in a theater. I used to have one of my classes, actually. We did a in-house television show. We would produce it just for our junior high. So I try and produce that or put that thing together as if it's like a regular television show. I want the same opening, like basically when you have your opening credits and your title and everything. And then, like I said, like an opening bit, your little segment or montage or whatever you're doing before the actual video starts. That's what I was trying to mimic. Does that come across that way, or am I just being silly? Am I trying too hard? Let me know, please. Because if my viewers aren't into it, then what am I doing? What's the point?
Right. This is so funny. I don't know if you got to see this. Mama Bear Lynette said, although everyone knows me as Mama Bear Lynette, one of her clients today dubbed her the official queen of boning. Laugh out loud.
Uh-huh. You came to the right place.
I mean, it's never too late to change your name.
Right.
Rickwood said, after dark Halloween, I mean.
And there's no reason why you can't have an alter ego.
That's right. And then she laughed. That is like hilarious.
A Jekyll and Hyde kind of thing, huh?
Uh-huh. And then Mom Bear Lynette said, simmer down there, HungryHeath. Although it is really sweet the way you love your wife so much.
Sure.
But yeah,
simmer down.
Yeah, Shauna said they told her 1 to 2 business days, so that's why she's saying Monday or Tuesday. No. It's such an inconvenience. But did they? I didn't see, or I get busy in the afternoon. But did they ever figure out like how the person like got your information? Like, was it from a website, or where did they think it got stolen from? Shauna said, y'all saw my burger with bacon and fried eggs today, but burger had no flavor. Thankfully, I had my spice with me.
I saw that. That's awesome.
That is disappointing because a burger is really simple to season. Like, a burger shouldn't be just like bland. It should have some good flavor to it. Oops. It is. I'm going to have to reload this page, but I want to get a little caught up here first. Jason said, I'm down with peanut butter on a burger. I've had to give up peanut butter, though. I can't be trusted with it. Right? That's the only thing with nut butters is they can be addictive. That's why I do find, like, us having the whole pecans or walnuts. Then if we want a type like a pecan butter, we could just make whatever amount we need for that particular recipe. I mean, it takes about 10 to 15 minutes to make it from scratch.
But that's it, though, honestly. That's good.
Right. And then I don't have a big container of it. I just have what I need.
The only thing that really does stink, honestly, I've always loved peanut butter. But my favorite keto brick was a peanut butter brick. That, to me, that texture and everything was like fudge. So it just breaks my heart that I can't eat it anymore.
Question. Because you've been eating the Bell's brownie batter keto brick. Would you still say, if you could eat it, would peanut butter still be your favorite, or has some of their recent flavors overturned it?
It's not so much the flavor, it's the texture, too.
Oh, okay.
It was like the whole combination. Because it's like to me, it's like a fudge. And still my favorite way to eat the brick is to melt it down into pucks.
Yeah. Okay. Mary T said, bacon jam and jalapeno mayo.
Oh.
My favorite.
Oh, wow.
Burger combo. That sounds really good.
It does. Write that down. I'll put them next week.
A shrimp. Sorry, y'all. That shrimp didn't want to go down. Oh, you'll like this better. Well, probably the same. Mama Bear Lynette said, my son and I like to grill burgers and then top them with fresh guac and pico and sour cream.
Yes, that sounds good too.
All right, let me.
I've done that before, and I just season it. When I season them first, I use the taco seasoning on it first.
I'm going to reload this real quick, y'all, so it might go black for a second. All right. Okay, I think this is working much better now.
Fancy. This grape Zevia is one of my new favorite flavors.
Oh,
I don't know
good.
why it's so delicious.
Oh, the grape is good. You know what I think it's good with is barbecue.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I might have to have a sip of that. Mary T said, "Oh, and I'll make a spicy sweet barbecue sauce for the pork chops.
Nice.
Bake it on after I sear them. I'll post a pic. So good.
Nice.
Ooh.
I'm trying to get full though.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna eat another one of these eggs. Which one did you say?
Well, eat 2 more at least. Just
Jason.
save me it. Hoofing said, not much more than that for a 10-pound chub, and I have no doubt ours are better.
Right.
I 100% agree.
Mm-hmm.
Gary said, thanks, Shelly. I've been trying to get myself mentally. I've been trying to find and work on the side. I tried to make computer repair and that flopped. Well, you know what they say? I was listening to somebody today because I've been listening to these different frugal ones. And they were saying, you know, a lot of people that have become successful or who invented stuff, you hear about what they did that became successful, but you don't hear about the 999 other things that flopped or failed. And the only thing you can do is when something doesn't work, well, at least you tried.
What do they
right?
call them? A 10-year overnight sensation?
Right. You have to just keep trying and just keep, and okay, that didn't work. Well, try something else. And that's the only way you get to be successful. Otherwise, if all you do is the same thing and you never try anything else, then guess what? You will always be stuck where you're at. Is what I heard today. And I thought that was good. And again, that's what they said too. Like I was listening to Under the Medium. Is it median?
I don't know.
Under the median.
Probably medium.
Median.
Yeah.
MEDIAN.
Mm-hmm.
As they were saying, like they gave 20 or was it 20? It was like 10 phrases or something like that. Phrases to stop using.
Mm-hmm.
And it was things like, oh, I'm broke. Oh, I'm poor. Oh, I can't do that. Oh, I'll never have that. Oh, I'm always going to be that. They said, because even if you're writing down, I want to do, like, I'm going to start saving. I want to have this much saved. I want to make this successful. If you write that down, but you keep saying to yourself, well, it's never going to happen, or, oh, I'm just so broke, or I'm just so poor. Well, you've already convinced yourself of what you're going to make your reality. Whereas if you stop using those negative phrases and instead said, you know what, I will become successful.
We said we're going to have avocado with us too.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, get the avocado.
And you know what my grandfather used to say all the time? Can't, never could.
Mm-hmm.
You want, I have this knife, or do you want a different one?
I don't care.
Let's say cut both of them for me. Oh,
But,
and then I already have a spoon, so that's perfect.
Yeah. Oh, do we have the salt nearby?
Yeah.
We have
the other one, huh?
I like salt on mine.
We have 2 kinds of salt.
Mm.
This one and this one.
Yeah, I like the smoked salt for these. I don't know if we need the tomatoes.
I don't want them. I want to eat them. That's why I pulled them out.
Okay, that's fine.
And then we'll use that for trash. Well, actually, the trash is right next to me.
Or is that going to go in the recycle?
It don't matter.
All right, there you go.
Perfect. Thank you.
So, yeah, that's what I would say is, keep up with the positive phrasing, and just every time you have something negative pop in your head, just acknowledge and let it go, and then say something positive in its place.
That was dumb.
What?
I just set it right into the juice.
Shauna said, note on the door on Halloween night. Sorry, we would have full-size bars, but we spent all that money on decor.
Right? I'm going to do that. Shauna, make me a sign. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, Mary T. Our heart believes what we tell it.
Yes. What is it? Manifest destiny.
Right? Hoofedit said, haha, love the deviled eggs. I know, aren't they adorable?
Actually, where did we get that? The little stabs for it.
I bought it as part of a group.
I know, but it was for something else, though. We were going to use it for something else. I can't remember what it is now.
When I bought for the Halloween party last year for Renee, those came as part of it.
Things like for
cupcakes and stuff.
Like cake decorating.
Yeah. I love avocado. Shada said, those characters are creepy, but what they are standing in really creeps me out. Right? That's the worst thing. You're not touching them because of that. You're not touching them.
Like I said, the devil made me do it.
Kathleen said, love the devil eggs. Aw. And Lynette said, I think those deviled eggs are really fun. Well, thanks, y'all.
Yeah.
Keto Simple said, I made it home safe. Well,
awesome.
Great.
Awesome.
Rickwood said, I watch Clark Howard occasionally. Most of my finance knowledge came from my mother and living on the edge. Okay.
Mine all came from my parents, too. I just learned what not to do.
Yeah.
I'm playing.
Well, you'll have to share some tips with me.
Yes.
As I have goals for 24. And so we're really going to try hard to reach those goals. That's the plan.
So good. We should have put these tomatoes in at the same time. Even sliced them and threw them in there. Probably would have been better. I actually forgot they were there.
Kathleen said, I watched Dave Ramsey and admit his plan worked for me, and I'm on a very low income. I could not do the investing part, but everything else has helped me. That's so good to hear, Kathleen. Okay.
If I remember correctly, I used to listen to his radio show every once in a while. Isn't he the one that's like very anti-credit card, telling you to get rid of them and just start paying one off at a time? I thought he said something like, instead of tackling all of your debt at once, pick one piece and attack it first. Knock it down and then move to the next one.
Wow. Kathleen said, I never heard of peanut butter on a hamburger either. And it might be a regional thing too. Mama Bear Lynette said, I am having a small ribeye for dinner tonight, and I'm using the HungryHeath beef rub on it.
Nice.
Smells really good. Oh, yay. Shauna said, no pineapple on pizza for me, but I'll eat peanut butter on a burger any day. So, blah.
That's awesome.
That is your theory.
Well, you know what I really like throwing at people? When we were in New Zealand before Shelly got sick, that caused us to go keto, we actually had banana on a pizza, and that was amazing. I wanted so bad to come home and try it too, but bananas aren't keto, so oh well. I'll move along. There's worse things in the world, so
right. How good could it really be?
Good enough. I want to do it again. And then your nurse told us, I think it was either the nurse or the waitress we were talking to. So it's another thing they like to do is they'll take the whole banana, they'll peel it and they'll wrap it in bacon and throw it on the grill. I was like, oh, that sounds amazing too.
It was the waitress because she said it was like a South African thing too. That's kind of like it.
Yeah.
The people who went to New Zealand that were from South Africa brought that with them. This is good, y'all.
I love having regional foods like that.
Well, if we ever end up in New Zealand again, maybe it'll be a planned deviation.
Plan on it.
That'll be
worth it.
Our deviation if we make it to New Zealand, right? Hoofenit said, haha, you got the pineapple on pizza right too. Nope.
That's way good.
But I don't like pineapple, period.
Okay.
And she said, Brian puts peanut butter in chili.
I've heard of that before. But we love him anyways. And actually, what I used to pre-keto, my favorite delivery pizza was Domino's, the thin crust. But I got it with chicken, pineapple, and jalapenos. That was like my favorite pizza to always order. And it's even better a day later, cold.
But I still love them, y'all. Brenda said, "Good evening. Been in bed sick all day." Oh, I'm sorry, Brenda. Well, thanks for joining us. I hope you're feeling better. Popped in to say hi, but light hurting my eyes.
Aww.
I will be lurking. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Hope you're feeling better.
That's awful. It seems like a lot of people have been getting sick. Two of my coworkers, one already called in sick today, and then another one, she left like at 11 a.m. She was like, "I just can't do it, y'all." And then a different coworker, she was out the last couple of days because she's been feeling so sick.
Wow.
Sharon said, "It's beginning to smell like fermenting grapes around here." Carrie said, "Shelly and Heath, the food looks really good." Oh, thank you. Hoovenit said, "Woohoo, we had a great pepper year. Sharing blessings." Well,
Awesome.
Thank you for doing that. And I still, the fermented hot sauce should be ready this Sunday. So I'm excited about that.
And that was also made with from their yield.
Mm-hmm. They sent us so much that we were able to split it between the spices and making fermented hot sauce.
And what the really good part about it too is there honestly was that much waste. Only a couple of them went bad. That's awesome, I know.
Here?
Yeah. You're still eating them? Okay, I was going to say hand it to me and throw them away. I scarfed mine down.
I wanted to end with my avocado.
The extra mine?
Yeah.
All right.
Judy said, "Yum, looks so tasty." Thanks,
you.
Judy. Hoovenit said, "Me, do we have any more pickles?" Brian, "Oh, shoot, no, we don't." Me, pulls a jar of pickles out of the cabinet, and there is a second in there, too.
Awesome.
Karen. I don't know. I don't see anything. What's this right in front of you?
It's witchery.
All right, don't throw this seed away.
Okay.
I'm trying to reuse the seed, y'all. What do you do with your avocado seeds? I'm asking them. What do you do with it? Do you throw them away? Do you compost? I've heard of making tea with them. Of course, doing a house plant with what's your ideas? Rickwood said, "If you try it, Heath, just watch it. All air fryers cook differently." The dip. Oh, yeah. Well, you usually do what when you air fry?
390, 400, whatever, for 10 minutes. I do that for pretty much everything. I just set it and forget it. That's how I cook my link sausage every morning. I just throw it in there. First thing I do when I come in the morning, I go to the air fryer, throw my my one link of sausage I'm having with my breakfast. I throw it in there first and let it cook while doing everything else. The timer goes off, tells me it's done. I just leave the door shut. I leave it alone, leave it in there, hold the heat until I'm actually ready to eat.
Carrie said Heath could have his own TV show called Chewing the Fat Stores on Keto.
Aww.
If he simmers down, he could be some stock.
Ha ha ha. Nice.
Dustin said, "I try and make my intro short and sweet so I can get into the meat of the video as quickly as possible, as new viewers have short attention spans. Talk about after dark, haha."
Well, my thing with that also, maybe it's my own bias or whatever, but that song that plays at the beginning is actually one I wrote a little over 20 years ago when I was in a band. So I'm really proud of it. And I was just stumbling through some stuff a while back and found the original CD where we recorded it. I was like, well, I don't have to pay anybody for music. That's my music. So why not just go ahead and use it? And that one was actually one we never put words to. No, never had any lyrics to it. So I was like, what's even better? I don't have to try and do it or make disregard our horrible singing. So
Right? So he likes for people to hear most of the song.
and if you hear the opening lick, especially, that's me on the bass. That's why I'm really proud of it. I know I'm just bragging right now, but
No, that's awesome. I think it's really cool. You made your own intro. Or basically, you made
what
your own
happened,
music.
we were at practice one day. Now I'm just fiddling around. We're basically tuning it up, getting everything set up. And I was just plunking it away, and that just started. That song just came to me. I didn't write it or anything. I just started playing it. I feel like I was just a conduit for the music.
Wow.
And my brother that was playing drums for us at the time was like, dude, keep doing that. And he jumped on it. And then my buddy played guitar. And he's like, and then we just whipped it out.
Then you just whipped it out.
Uh-huh.
Jeez. Didn't know that was what y'all did in bands. Right, Dustin? Talk about After Dark. Yeah, I think I keep a lot of the videos, like our recipe videos, I try not to keep the intro too long. But I feel like most people, if they're watching the MS Journey or like my Warden Report, I think they kind of know it's a longer video to begin with, right? So, and I was listening to like a really good talk today about shorts and stuff on YouTube versus long format, and it was a pretty good discussion, and how they were talking about like the difference and how you market the two different ones. It was a good talk, but I was like, I just don't know. We're so long-winded.
And probably it's because of my personality too. I'm not really a big fan of the shorts. I like
Yeah.
the long form videos. I love the interview videos.
Yeah, and I think
That's what I watch. So I'm gearing it. That's probably wrong for me gearing towards me. I need to put it out for viewers, but
well, and that's one of the things I was hearing today is they were talking actually to an 18-year-old, and she's like one of the top shorts performers. But like she said, she understands that shorts are geared towards her age and younger, and that she actually has a niece that's like, I think she said like 10 or 12, and the niece told her, she said, Auntie, I was watching your stuff, and she goes, and then I stumbled on this thing on YouTube. She goes, it's kind of like your shorts, but they're like a lot longer. And she goes, it was good, but it was different. I think I kind of like it, but yeah. Did you know that they do that now? And the guy who's interviewing her, he's probably like, 10 years younger than us. And he was like, the way it goes round, he said, yeah, like that's what it started out was long format, and then it's shorts. And then now, like this next generation is like, oh, what? There's a longer format available?
I've seen somebody posted about Facebook. I'm like, imagine if they could do this and this, put music on it, stuff like that. And everybody's like, you just described MySpace.
I know. Remember MySpace? I loved MySpace.
I miss Tom.
But yeah. So I was like, and that what she was saying is with shorts, it's really geared towards a young audience. So you have to change your format, you have to change how you do it and how you put the appeal, because you have to understand that this is from people who are 10 to 20 years old. That's who's watching most of the shorts. So you have to change how you format those, so that like she's consistently getting 10 million views, because she understands, of course, she's only 18.
Playing the game.
Right. Where she said, yeah, longer formats it's more of an older clientele that likes the longer formats, because they're wanting that more interaction and more in-depth information, and not just a quick go.
So I feel like the shorts are almost like clickbait.
Well, that's how she said there's a hook. You have to do a hook, and then you have to have, she said, like she does it as a story, but hers are on average 34 seconds.
Wow. It's like YouTube's trying to be Instagram.
Well, no, she said it's different
Uh-huh.
because she was on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube. She said Instagram, their audience, they don't care about a story because they just like the visual media.
Oh, okay.
So they will actually mute it to watch shorts. Whereas YouTube really likes a story, and TikTok's just kind of all about just quick to the point, get it done with, short amount of information. But she said YouTube, like, you have to create it as a story. So you have to have a hook, and then you have to have some kind of, story along with then the result, and then end it there.
You know what reminds me of though?
Huh.
I don't remember the name of the movie, but I remember it was Sandra Bullock and Sylvester Stallone was in it. And it was set in the future, and everybody's staying, and they didn't watch TV anymore. They didn't listen to radio, they listened to commercials. This is what this reminded me of, because it's little quick sound bites.
Mm-hmm.
That's like,
I mean, pretty much.
Yeah. What was that? What movie was that?
But yeah, I thought that was it was interesting, and I was like, okay, I kind of understand shorts a little bit better now.
I do like shorts better than jeans, so.
If we were to ever go into the shorts, field or whatever, then I kind of understand, like, because I think the few times we've done shorts, it's just been kind of like, well, here it is. But now that I like explained her or understood her method for it,
there's an actual process to it.
Right. If you want it to go viral, and she said she can make anything, any topic, any situation, she can make it go viral. And she said that because the whole thing is she actually writes it all up. She'll come up with like 50 ideas for the next short. And after reading those ideas, then she breaks it down to 25 of them. And then she has someone who is really good at like identify what would make the best pop. And then he'll get it down to like 10 for her. And then from there, then she writes the storyline.
So it takes longer to write it all together than it does to actually watch it.
34 seconds, but she puts that much effort into it. I'm like, well, that kind of makes sense because, when we did shorts, it was like, oh, here we go.
Uh-huh.
And so just seeing her whole method, it's like, yeah. But again, she's 18, so that's like her job. Both of us work full time, and so that would be a lot to come up with.
The way we're doing it now is already a lot to come up with.
Right. But I enjoy it.
Yeah, I do too.
But coming up with a storyline, and I've heard other channels where they actually have a teleprompter and they write up a script and everything. And I'm like,
ooh. I learned to do it too, because I did recording advertisement too. We did a whole thing on that.
Oh.
We had to write our own commercials.
Yeah, I just having to write a script and everything. I think if we were more informational, like if we were trying to teach something, that would make sense to have where you script it, because you want to make sure you get all of the points you need to address. So that makes a lot more sense. But I feel like, in a way, when we do recipes, it's a bit scripted because we're like, okay, this is what we need to go over. And that's why sometimes we redo it and everything. Mom Bear Lynette said, I do really love the chocolate peanut butter keto brick, but these days I cannot get enough of that buttered maple pecan flavored keto brick. Yummy. I know, it's so good. I have one of those left, and I've had it, I think, for a year, and I've just been saving it because it's so occasions. Good. Shauna said, well, I'm not giving up my peanut butter, right?
That's what I thought so too, but I don't want to flare up.
Right. Well, it's different when you're allergic.
Yeah.
Rickwood said that hot spice is clearing the sinuses there. I know. I can actually feel my sinuses clearing.
Did you put any extra on your plate?
Yeah. And Carrie said,
thank you, Karen, again.
Carrie said, Shelly and Heath were in the dark. And he said, thanks, Shelly. You're welcome. Oh, here's Island Bunny. Zenobia says, Hoffa day. How are you doing? Shauna said, by the way, I was prepping coyote squash for a recipe and ate a slice raw. They are a really good apple crunch feel, but not much taste, but good crunch.
Okay.
Right. And that's true. Like, because when I got the coyote squash, I tasted a little bit of it raw, and I was like, well, it's very bland, and you really do have to spice it correctly to get the apple flavor. Otherwise, it's just like a squash.
Yeah.
Barely Begun said, my mom always stuck toothpicks in an avocado pits and put it in a jar of water to see if it would sprout. Mostly just making a voodoo doll, if you ask me. They never did nothing. That's what, so I have one of them that's what I'm doing is the toothpick. Another method I heard is you get like a paper towel like this. You get it damp, but not where it's dripping, just, damp. And you then put the avocado seed in it, wrap it, put it in a baggie, but don't seal the baggie. And then you put it somewhere dark. And then you want to check it every time that the paper towel starts to kind of get dry, you want to re-wet it again. And you keep doing that. And the lady who I watched, or no, I think I read, she said that she gets most of hers will sprout that away and within just a few days.
Sound like a way to grow mold.
Well, that's why you have to keep checking it and everything. And you're supposed to clean these before you do all that. El Strange is here. Hey, Lisa. She said, late as always, how y'all doing? Did I miss the eating?
Yeah.
You might have. I'm sorry.
You made it just in time for doing the dishes, though.
Patty said, I've grown them multiple times, but they get to about 3 feet tall, then die. Aww. No more. They go in the compost. I really need like a compost thing.
Yeah.
I should do that.
One more hobby, right?
Right. I need something else, right?
We're never busy enough.
But that's what they said. When it comes to avocado seeds, you're never going to get fruit from them because the avocado fruit, they're actually not from the plant. They're grafted plants.
So what's the point if you're not going to get fruit?
To have a nice house plant is what they said.
Yay.
And well, I mean, it's healthy to have plants in the house.
It is? Okay.
I mean, I can't grow anything else. Let's see if I can grow an avocado.
Dust.
Huh?
I can grow dust. You're good at that. I know.
Sean said, I love that intro.
Thank you.
Oh, thanks, Sean. Rickman said, my mother planted a lemon seed to see if it would grow. It did. She would pick lemons from that for years.
Oh, awesome.
I think my cousin still has that plant at her house.
Oh, that's cool.
Wow, that's really cool. I love a lemon tree.
Well, I told you, my grandfather planted pecan trees for us all.
Oh, that's true.
He had one tree planted in his on his yard for every one of his grandkids.
Oh, oops.
Okay.
Well, I thought we were gonna.
Oh, it's ready. Okay.
To make a mug cake, right?
Okay, yeah. We're gonna make our version of a devil's food cake.
And I can't reach
you
the rest.
Eggs, or are you good?
Yeah, the egg and the butter, wherever that went.
I'll put the butter back up in the fridge.
Oh yeah. We're not going to show the mug yet. It's a special mug, y'all. But
we picked it out just for tonight.
Once he clears a lot of this stuff.
And then I got to go
use the restroom.
Yeah.
Let me have this knife. Thank you, dear. Mary T said, I didn't know you wrote the intro song. I love that song. Like I say, it's usually the guys I show those vids to, and it's very manly. Also love the Warden Report song. Aw, that's so sweet. And as you know, I wrote that song too. Okay. Just putting a tablespoon of butter in here. And he just went to the restroom, y'all. Shauna said, one summer as a kid, I spit watermelon seeds in the backyard at my grandpa's house in Arizona. The next summer, he showed me my watermelons. He had watered them all year. Oh, how cool. That's neat. Did you ever get to have any? I threw a lot of pumpkin seeds out last year, and I've gotten a little bit, but I keep the yard men come at the worst time possible, right? They came today, and I meant to tell them because I have it in like kind of like this little area, and they'll grow about 5 inches, the plant, but then they come and they cut it all down. So I don't think I'll ever get pumpkins because they keep cutting it, and I need to go out there and tell them, look, in this section, don't mow. Don't be cutting my little pumpkins down, because I'm pretty sure those are pumpkin plants. Yes. Microwave this for like 10 seconds. Yeah, you can do that.
And if y'all are curious, that song we were talking about that I wrote, we had several different working titles for it, but we finally settled on Sanctuary 7. How much? How long?
10 seconds.
Wow.
A Radical Geek is here. Hey, Petrea.
Hey.
She said, hello. How are you doing? Want to use the brown swerve or the liquid stevia?
Liquid.
Okay. Now just check and see if the butter is melted.
Not really.
Kind of like shake it around, because I don't want it to splatter, y'all. Yeah.
No, it's not melted at all.
Okay, then do another 10 seconds. L Strange said, I don't like how when I come to YouTube, it always goes into shorts before the regular videos I have subscribed to. Oh, that sucks. I noticed, are you on a phone? Oh, I think it froze. Hold on a second. It looks like it's frozen, y'all. Well, there it goes. Okay, let's see. All right. Because like on my desktop computer, it'll show like, I think 4 or so excuse me, 4 or so, videos or recommended videos. And then it'll have a line of the shorts and then show more. So I wonder if that's a way to like change it up. Rickwood says short attention span nowadays.
Yep.
Well, people just want information quick. And I have to say, sometimes, like if it's a channel I'm subscribed to, I'll get through it. But I have on one video I was watching today, I was like, okay, you need to get to the point already. Like, I hate those where it's very clickbaity and they talk and reiterate and talk and reiterate. And it's like, okay, get to the point. I'm watching because you said this is the #1 thing you should do to save money. But I have to watch 10 minutes of you saying, I've got the best thing to help you save money. This is the #1 thing you should be doing. If you're not doing it, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, just get to the point.
It reminds me of those the recipe websites.
I know.
You gotta read like 3 novels first and then get to the recipe.
But I think it needs another 10 seconds.
Right. On it, boss.
L Strange said, I hate the cliffhanger shorts. Makes me have to find the part 2 or whatever. Oh, I hate those too. Where, and what is worse?
When they don't post the next one.
The Facebook ones. Because there was one last night and it was part 1. And it ended and I was like, well, I want to hear the rest of this story. But then we couldn't because there was no way to find it on Facebook. Like, even when I clicked on the person who did it, well, they had like hundreds of shorts. It was like, well, which one's the next one? Like, they should have where you could just go. Like, on YouTube, you could hit the next button to see the next video. You should be able to do that.
There's so many things about Facebook they need to fix.
Yeah. But you should be able to do that on the shorts. Like, I want to see the next one. I want to see part 2. Because now it's like, well, I'm never going to find it.
Well, and that's on them.
And a lot of times when I see the what is it? If I see in the title it says part 1 or whatever, I'm like, never mind. I'm not
Burning
even
to
gonna get.
start. Right. What's the point?
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna add 3 tablespoons of the pork panko. Okay, there's that. And then this is the wild cocoa powder. Just the chocolate cocoa. And I'm going to do 2 tablespoons. No.
You don't want any spicy on it?
All right, do
Where's
a
your
little
sense of
spice.
adventure?
All right. Then we're going to do an egg.
Like I said, the devil made me do it.
Uh-huh. All right. Don't want to reveal that yet.
Huh?
Don't want to reveal that yet.
Uh-uh.
Barely Begun said, I prefer to find a few content creators that I connect with and watch long form videos.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. That's what I do too.
Add the sweetener. And
And
then
actually, like I've told you
do some
before,
lilies.
how I love wrestling. One of the promotions I watch actually has a YouTube channel, and twice a week they put out a YouTube show. So I watch the whole thing.
Wow. Who's that?
AEW.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, and I'm just mixing it all.
Well, they also have they're also on regular TV as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I like the long ones. Well, so I mostly watch at work, YouTube. So I like the longer ones because I like to listen for a while.
Yes.
You know, like I want to be entertained while I'm working.
That's why I watch when I tune in. I watch the interviews and the cooking. Those are like usually what I go for.
Yeah. Let's do a few more of the Lily's chips. Make it more of a
So how much of an interview is it going to be if it's short?
right? Make it more of a molten chocolate. All right. Okay, let's see how it turns out.
How long?
Do 60 seconds.
I'm just going to go hit the 30-second one twice.
Mm-hmm. It tastes good raw.
I bet it does.
Oh, Sean got it. Demolition Man.
Thank you. But do you remember what I'm talking about?
And Kate said Demolition Man.
Yeah.
And
But you
the
remember
three-
that's not what they did. It sounds exactly the same format.
Mhm.
Oh, did you put any of this in it too?
Oh, I forgot the vanilla.
You
Pull it
moved
out real quick and just do a little drop.
Is she even tuned in tonight?
Not yet.
Then I'm not
But here's the to stir it up. After you just drizzle a little more. We're using Bluegrass Girl's vanilla. Ooh,
Oh, whoa!
sorry y'all.
The
He got
stick
excited.
came out.
The vanilla bean
Yeah.
stick.
I'm using the technical term.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Sean said, never read the comic, but I love that movie.
Yes.
Radical Geek said, great to see all of you this evening. It said, yes, coyote is very neutral like zucchini. Right, it is kind of like a zucchini, very bland.
You want me to start it over? Or is it 49 seconds?
Just
Or
go
start
hit
over.
start.
Start?
Start. El Strange said, my mom grew up in Hawaii and she said that I have avocado trees in her front yard.
Oh, nice.
Can't even imagine, that they have avocado trees. Wouldn't that be so neat? I mean, it does look like a very pretty tree or plant. Shauna said, yeah, but I love the crunch of coyote. Well, that's good. El Strange said, laugh out loud. Give me the dish gloves. Hand pink waving.
What is it?
Right? Well, we have dish gloves now.
What is it?
You told her she had to wash the dishes.
Oh.
Thanks to Sharon, we actually have dish gloves. I never had dish gloves because, I'm always like cheap. I'm like, why? I just use my hands. But thank you, Sharon. Now we have them. Radical Geek said, nice. I love devil's food. Right? Radical Geek said, special like my special mugs. Laugh out loud. We'll see. Then just check and see if it looks ready.
No, it
Let
does
me
not. Well,
show it to me. Oh, I was just going to say tip it where I could see it.
why don't you just take it and look at it? Maybe it's because of the size of the mug.
Let's see. Oh, you wiped on the side here. It might be. Let's see.
So I was saying, with the size of that mug, we probably should have doubled it.
I was ready.
Okay.
Ooh. Ooh. It's chocolate. This and the butter and the salt. We should have had a little salt to
You
it.
can do it now.
All right. Elstray said, tell me what y'all ate. I just finished up my pot of chili. Don't know if it will try and make the cornbread with pork rinds. Wish the kids would cook for me. Yeah, why don't the kids cook for you?
Put it on their chore list.
Yeah. It's about time for them to learn how to cook.
Say, hey, kids, earn your keep.
But what we cooked was we did what did you call the sauce?
Fra Diablo?
Fra Diablo sauce, basically a tomato sauce, and we added our smoked red salsa that's spicy, and we added the Cooper's Inferno spice blend.
You need a spoon too, though, don't you?
Yeah, in case you want to feed me.
No, not really. That's weird.
And then we did onions, bell peppers, and then we had sausage, just the kielbasa sausage, some Argentine shrimp, and we also topped with a little bit of bacon bits. And, you know what I want to? My pumpkin yogurt thing. But yeah, that's what we had at the very bottom in the drawer. And we had that with, he made deviled eggs, and then we decorated the eggs with little, like, scary stuff. This stuff, y'all, if you have, like, I know Sprouts carries it, but GT makes this Cocoa Yo, and it's a fermented, like, yogurt. I don't know if he does, like, kombucha, but it is, see if I can read, because it's really small. But it is so freaking good, y'all. I had it on my word report, but I freaking love this stuff. Okay, are you going to show them the reveal of your special mug?
You want to do it right here, or you want to get up closer to the camera?
And whatever you feel like doing, it's your
And I don't know, honestly,
show.
if we've ever used this mug for anything. It's been sitting in the cabinet for at least 10 years now.
It's yours to show how you want. Roar! Hey, do it closer. Arr, a little over towards you. The other way. And then, yeah, there you go. Ooh.
I figured this was fitting for the Devil's Night. I think this is from some comic book, but I don't know which one.
Yeah, because isn't that Venom?
I think.
I thought it was Venom, but we got it because at one point we did, I like the monthly subscription stuff.
Yeah.
And we did a monthly subscription. It turned out really dark chocolate. But we did, it was like a comic book monthly thing, and we got that in one of them.
I know, good. Honestly, the only way to make it better is some ice cream to go with it.
Yeah, ice cream would be good.
You want to go make some?
No. Shauna said, I'm sure I'm not sure I remember having any watermelon, to be honest. I seem to have a partial long-term memory. Laugh out loud. Well, at least you remember the important part. All right. I like this much, but ooh, and it, y'all probably didn't hear, but it, like, when you open it, you hear the little fizz, but that's what it looks like. And this is supposed to be 2 servings in here, but I've been making them last 4. I love this so much. You can have all that.
Tell me twice.
But it like fizzes in your mouth. I love it. And it's GT, the same people who make the GT Synergy kombucha drinks makes this cocoa yo. There's other flavors, but this is the pumpkin spice. I've been loving it. So good. Radical Geek said, I see Walgreens has the large Oogie Boogie Squishmallow. I feel like the mayor might need company beside me. Oh. Yeah, you should. I'm telling y'all, this year, so many places really upped their Halloween stuff.
Oh my God.
This is so good. Oh my gosh, y'all.
Put some pecans in this too. Almost like a brownie.
Shauna said, I can always tell when the ADHD is high in my brain. I can't even watch a full short. I'm like, next.
True.
Right? We're like, okay, I'm done.
I think part of my problem too with watching the shorts, because I watch everything through my computer on my TV. I have an Ethernet. I mean, what's the cord? A USB. No, it's not even USB. What is that one? I have a cord going from my computer.
HDMI?
Maybe. But I have a cord going from my computer to my TV. And anytime I watch the shorts, it only loads half the screen for whatever reason. I never get to see who the actual person is that posted it.
Oh.
And I don't know why it does that. It's very annoying, though. So it kind of keeps me from watching them. Because I really don't like watching stuff on my phone. It's annoying. The sound's awful. I feel like it's like one of those old school transistor radios, and I can't hear it very well.
Shauna said, pay no attention to the bug under the towel, right? He was so excited about that all day, y'all. He's like, oh, I can't wait. Rita said, if I'm doing the Dave Ramsey method of budgeting and paying off debt, I am doing the Dave. I love the food and the MS journey, but have to be honest, the music isn't for me.
Aww.
Well, that's fine. I mean, there's different music for different people. But that's really cool. So you're using Dave Ramsey's method. That's awesome.
And then also another music y'all listen to. You know how we play the clip at the very end showing off all of our channel members? My brother wrote that one for me, specifically for my videos.
Oh.
And like I said, he used to play guitar and drums with us and sung a little bit, but he still dabbles in playing stuff. He has a little band he just hangs out with up where he lives.
L Strange said, could you sub a keto brick for the chocolate chips?
Oh.
Lilies are hard on my gut. I would probably do like really cut the keto brick down into like bits.
Yeah.
So that it's not just, a
almost
big
like
chunk.
Crumble it.
Yeah. Have to like savor this. Because last time I went to Sprouts, they only had 3 and I bought all 3 of them. And it really was a splurge because this thing is $6.
Ouch.
I know. So it was a splurge item. So I eat it really slow. I try to get 4 servings out of it. Rhonda's here. Hey, Rhonda. She said, hey, y'all.
Howdy,
Voice texted because I'm driving. Oh, Heath, ketosis is a state. Some people can eat bananas and stay in ketosis. Okay, well, that's good.
Now, I did have a bite or two, I think, when we were on the cruise. But same thing with the watermelon. But I really don't miss it.
Yeah. Well, and I do think
And also, at the time when I was really, really keen on it, was right after we went keto. So it was a little harder.
yeah, and I do believe it depends on where you are metabolically. Like I feel like I still have a long ways to go. If you're someone like Rhonda, you're in great shape, or Rachel, Joe, and a lot of people, they probably could get away with a banana or half a banana and not have any issues. Because I've heard like Mindy Pels and some of the others, like when they talk about it, is like you don't just eat the banana by itself, but if you ate it with like peanut butter, some kind of good quality fat with it, that somehow and I think Dr. Fungus studied it as well, that it minimizes the spike. But again, you want to be somebody who's metabolically healthier, and I just don't feel like I'm at that spot yet.
Well, if I want to put on pizza, there's my fathead dough.
Well, that's
and
true.
The bacon has a fat on it.
Right.
I don't know. But I also don't want to, I think it's kind of silly to buy one banana. I don't want to buy a whole, bushel of them.
Oh, right. Yeah, that would be hard too.
Yeah.
Radical Geek said, I said that because my what's that? Social mugs all have swears, laugh out loud. I have a mug like that. L Strange said, I was thinking it was a body part mug. Wouldn't that have been cool?
Yeah.
And she said, I would have picked the same mug. I mean, spoon. Oh, right. That's my favorite spoon. I mean, he got out two of my favorite spoons. Oh, now that's something. But yeah, I love this. It's like one of those Asian soup spoons, but it's so perfect.
Okay. I'm going to clean it off.
Nah, I'll just wash it. Shada said, oh yeah, I refused to use that mug when I was there. Well, honestly, this is the thing. Some of these like creative mugs and stuff, it would be hard to drink out of this. Like
Yeah.
Like I've seen the ones where it's like a cat and it's got the little ear sticking up, like you go to drink and hit your eye with the ear. Like some of it doesn't make any sense.
Or I was also thinking, since there's all this residue in here, we just melt the brick in it. It's like, well, then how am I going to get the brick out?
Exactly. Mama Bear Lynette said that mug is really quite scary. Oh.
I can freeze it or put the eat my
well, you
ice
still
cream
got a
in.
lot of it left.
And I still got a lot to eat.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you could put the ice cream in it.
And then I'll get all the residue.
There you go.
But I'm probably not going to have any ice cream until tomorrow.
Rick Wood said, cool. Yeah, channel members, remember tomorrow is our monthly cook-along. I'm so excited. Brenda said, too creepy for me. Right? Well, we got it in a box, and yeah you never know.
Look on the draw.
Right, when you do those monthly boxes, like when we did the comic book one for a while, like you never knew what was going to come. And so some of the things we got was really cool. Some of the things, like you got a 1 month, that tie came from that box. Well, he never wears ties. So it's like, so we've got this nerdy tie and nobody wants it.
Right.
If anybody likes ties, I'll send you a picture of it and I'll send it to you if you want it. But it's like, I think it's from a computer game.
Computer Geek or something like that. Well, let me go get it.
Yeah. But, like he never wears a tie. A couple of the other people he knows, he asked and they were like, nah, I don't want that. And it's like, okay, well, we've got this. That's the only drawback to getting the monthly boxes is you just never know. But we got it in one of the geek boxes. It was like geek box.
There's not even a label on it though for tell me the brand. There it is. Hold on. blacktiegeek.com.
Yeah, but show them what it is. That's not it.
That's the box I want to show.
Oh, okay. That's the image on it.
I think it's kind of cool though. The whole box,
like a cube.
It's folded up in there. Yeah.
Well, if anybody wants it, let me know. Mom Bear Lynette said, there's something just not right about that mug. And Shauna said, yes, it's Venom. And Shauna said, aux cord, HDMI, or one of those two, I think. I
Might
don't.
be HDMI.
I thought you always said it was HDMI.
It is HDMI. Thank you. For some reason, I just had a brain fart and couldn't think of it.
Oh, Rickwood said Joe did a Heath. Him and Rachel were talking, or he and Rachel were talking on their live that they were doing Triple B and E because Joe was back on drinking Diet Coke. Whoops. I mean, it's, well, like even Donna Schwink, I know you listen to her too, Joe. Like she says, diet sodas are made to be addictive. And she said, you know, like she had got herself completely off of them and mostly drinks kombucha. And then she had one at a get together. And she said before she knew it, like that day, next thing she was having one or two every day. And then she was like, whoa, okay, I need to stop because all of the symptoms started, like she started having that achiness coming back and all this stuff. And she was like, it's the diet sodas. And so she had to cut those out again.
No bueno.
Witch Please is here. She said, okay, happy Friday, friends. Finally home from the Heb groceries and waited in on a prescription. Ooh, welcome.
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
Shauna said, I have two shaped Groot mugs. I get it the way the top curves, it really hard to drink from.
Mm-hmm.
Right, exactly. Like some of these.
They look better. They look better than they are functional.
Right. And that's my thing too, is like, I don't know if you could see. No, it's probably not a camera, but I have a big cauldron mug. Well, I thought it was going to be a mug, but it really is a soup container because like it holds like 40 ounces. Like I'm not going to drink that much.
Oh, with that attitude.
But it's like, nah. But it's like the cauldron mugs are so cute, but to actually drink from it, it's just, it's what has happened before when I have a mug that is just this big openness at the top. When you go to drink it, it tends to splash on the side of my face. Like it just.
You almost need a straw.
Right. And who wants to drink coffee with a straw? Not hot coffee.
Right.
But yes, like some of them are really designed to be on display and not really to drink.
That's what this is. In fact, we had a bunch of little whatnots in this, like small things stored in it.
Of course. Which Please said, putting away groceries, so back and forth. Oh, Radical Geek said, oh, me, I like ties with vest. Okay,
there you go.
We'll put it aside for Maitreya then.
Yep.
First one, she gets it. And she said, and I happen to be a nerdy sort. I mean, just a little.
That makes sense actually to send it to her.
And she says it's asteroids on it. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. I didn't know what it was, honestly.
Looks like the game Asteroids, doesn't it?
I think that's what she's saying.
Yeah. I mean, now that she said it, it makes sense. Like I put two and two together.
Yeah, I never knew what game it was from.
That makes sense.
I was just like, oh, it's a tie.
That's like late 70s, early 80s video games.
Right. I mean, I had ideas we could do with the tie, but I was like, that's all right. So now we give it away. But you know what I really would love when you feel like it is
me too.
Is the kombucha.
That's all the way over there, bro. Okay.
Yeah, well, you didn't do your DDPY today.
Yeah, I did.
You did? When?
It was scheduled off day, so that means I did it.
Shauna said, I feel like I know that game Asteroids. You probably do. Oh, good night, Lynette. Have a good evening. Shauna said, HDMI phone jack on this steroids. Laugh out loud. And she said, laugh loud. It's a good thing I have 5 mug racks. Right? That is nice. I've been trying to come up with a way to like have a better mug rack. That's the GT Synergy. Oh, and then since you're up, put that one back where you got it, please.
That's the last one you have.
You think the Houston market will have some kombucha there? Wouldn't that be cool though? I would take somebody's homemade kombucha.
That's a whole nother channel.
Is it though? Oof. You okay?
No.
Ooh. That's what's hard. There we go. All right. Are you gonna try any of it?
It probably tastes just like the last time we had it.
Well, if you don't want it, then fine.
Fun.
So good. Mm.
I don't know what that was.
Something got caught in your.
The demon's trying to get me.
I mean, it probably is. That's some of our viewers would probably say that's what you get from drinking out of it. Mama Bear Lynette said, time for me to hit the hay. Looking forward to the cook-along tomorrow evening. Hope to see many of you there. I know. I'm excited about it.
Me too.
In fact, one of the things, I have to hit Kroger in the morning to get one of the things
We're gonna need.
for the, because I had some pumpkin puree, but I used it all up making my kefir smoothies. Brenda said, I played a lot of Asteroids back in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cool.
That's from the original Nintendo, isn't it? Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's probably the Atari.
Oh.
Am I right? I don't remember what system it was, but I think it was Atari. But there was an actual name for it, but I don't remember what it is, though.
Whew. Shauna said, I feel like we played that during high school when we had bowling. The alley was across the backfield. Asteroids and centipedes still can't bowl. Laugh out loud.
Right.
Right? Okay, El Strange said that was centipede.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. Oh, and then Shauna said, Atari, yes, with Pong.
Yeah.
I remember Pong. Yeah. El Strange said, my dad was always really good at Asteroids, and my mom was good at Centipede. I liked Galaga. Galaga?
Galaga.
Galaga. That's right. I don't remember Galaga. Let me look up Galaga.
Like I think it was like a spaceship.
Oh, yeah. I loved Galaga. That was fun. The little spaceship, and you do. That was cute. I like that. Carrie said, I attempted to play arcades back then. We had Atari 2600.
Maybe that's what it was.
Okay, the Atari 2600. I think we had one of those too.
And then also it was cool too growing up. My mom and my aunt had a friend that owned his own bar for a while. But before he got the bar, he had one of his jobs because he had a bunch of the stand-up old school coin-op video games where you stand up and play them.
Yeah.
And that's what he told us he was going for the weekend. He was going to rob his machines. He was going to collect all the coins out of it. But one year, for his birthday, he had set it up for my cousin. Had on like 15, 20 of those games brought over to the house, put in the driveway and in the garage and everything, and turned them all on for us. So us and all of his friends could come play them for his birthday.
Oh, that's a cool thing. Yeah. Well, then those had like a resurgence. As for a while, like people couldn't even give them away. Then all of a sudden, they're worth a lot of money.
Right. This is back in the day, back whenever it was, I think Street Fighter was one of them.
Oh, yeah, I remember Street Fighter. Yeah. I always liked Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, that one too. I think Kung Fu, I think, was on there also.
Oh, I remember that one. I remember KO.
Yeah.
That was fun. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Barely Begun joined as a new member.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Make sure you send us an email with your...
Real quick, that way you can tune in tomorrow.
Yeah, I can do that. And then also, with your mailing address, so I can send a little welcome card.
Yes. Because tomorrow it's like 6 p.m. Central. Make sure you're able to tune in with us.
Yeah, but email so I can do that.
Yeah,
and then
please.
why isn't it switching?
Is that mouse still messing with you, or is it the program?
No, it's just StreamYard.
Okay.
For some reason, it'll
This
start
is
to get
too
behind.
rich. I just can't anymore.
Yeah, that chocolate is rich. And I probably can't finish that. Honestly, I'm so full. Well, I was saying you can put it back in the fridge for tomorrow. You could have a sip. I mean, I had a sip.
You just know, remember though, the rule is my half's at the bottom. I'm just saying. That's the rules.
Oh, it is?
But then again, if I drink it all, I'm gonna die. That's the rules. I know my place in this house.
Oh, really? Yeah. Your place is a very happy one.
I told y'all I'm fully domesticated. I know.
Radical Geek said, we're going to a Halloween party tomorrow.
Nice.
Now, you know why I delayed my collab video until the last minute? Well, I am putting together the...
Speaking of, don't we have a video we need to record or edit this weekend?
Well, we have actually another one that's it should have been released, but I forgot to schedule it.
Oops.
But no, I figured out, because Paleo Barbie did this last time, but I made a keto collab playlist. So as y'all are releasing the videos that collabed with us, I'm adding it to that playlist, and then I'm going to share that in our Facebook group to make sure everybody in the Horde is watching everybody else's videos. Yes. And I'm going to do that from now on, so that then, anytime you want to go and watch everybody's videos, that it's right there. So I think I've added almost everyone who has participated or released their videos so far this week is in that playlist. But here's an important question, Radical Geek. What are you going to be for Halloween?
Right?
Or tomorrow's Halloween party. That is so much fun. I have gone to maybe 1 or 2 Halloween parties. How about you?
I think maybe 1.
Do you remember what you went as?
No, I really don't. I think just Mr. Awesome.
No. So 0% effort.
Right.
Just whatever you got on that day. Gosh, I don't know why you didn't have multitudes of women after you.
I had to beat him off with a stick, I'm telling you.
Oh, yeah. But I think I've been to 1 or 2. Actually, a friend of mine, we belong to this group in Houston for plus size people. And they would do a big Halloween party at actually a DoubleTree where everybody stayed for the low carb groups. That's where they would host their Halloween parties each year.
Wow.
And I went to a couple of those and got dressed up. And I remember one time she decided, I'm always so cheap when it comes to stuff, because I'm like, okay, what can I use that I have? And then I felt like I was really splurging by buying a Halloween costume. From a Halloween store. I was like, oh, I'm really splurging here. I spent $40. I was like, oh. And I was like, well, I'm just going to use these shoes that I already have to go with it. She went and spent $200 on boots. And she's like, oh, I'll wear them sometimes too. And I'm like $200 on boots? That just floored me. I was like, and she goes, yeah, then I got this, the costume with this. I was like, yeah. No, my total outfit's under $100. I thought that was splurging.
Right.
I was just I don't know. It scares me to spend that kind of money on something.
Right. Especially if it's a one-time thing.
Yeah, that was 20 years ago, I guess. Well, it was before I got with you.
Yeah.
So I guess it's been over 10 years. Oh, my mic is jerking up. Let's see.
Wow. All of a sudden, I'm really tired. But also, I woke up at 5 o'clock this morning. So.
Yeah, I remember that. Okay. Let me see. Is that better, Renee? Let me know.
And I don't know what happened. I was sitting there eating lunch earlier, right?
Uh-huh.
Wasn't doing nothing but just listening to something on my phone. And all of a sudden, this sign right here just fell off the wall.
Oh, that's why it's crooked?
Yeah. It's just crazy. Oh.
Uncle Big Guy,
Hey, brother.
hey, said howdy all, just getting home. Well, welcome
Howdy,
back.
howdy.
How are you doing? Shauna said, oh, a playlist, smart idea. Yeah, I got that from Paleo Barbie. I didn't know that you could make a playlist and add other channels' videos to that.
Right.
So, yeah, I've been doing that this week, adding them as I see them. I think there's one I do need to still add to it. And then I know some more videos are coming out this weekend. And I think one next week. So I'm loving all the ideas. Melissa's here. Hey, Melissa. She said they have a Pac-Man arcade game at Costco.
Oh,
We
is it the flat top one though, where like it's like a tabletop, or is it the stand-up one?
We had to remind ourselves that we don't have the space or money for that. There was also an Atari playing up the nostalgia.
Wow.
Wow, that would be fun. Oh, I don't know what that was. Oh, okay. Wow. See, Costco's like they're just baking in. They're like, you know what? All of these Gen Xers, they've got some money now, so they can go and splurge on this arcade game to relive their childhood.
Right.
I would probably be very tempted as well. Like I'd be like, oh my gosh, it's Pac-Man. But yeah, where would we even put that?
Over there.
Oh, really? Radical Geek said it's not a costume party.
Oh. But
Well,
you're still dressing up? No, I'm playing.
How can you call it a Halloween party if you don't dress up? They decor up the house.
Okay.
I mean, but still.
Anyway, speaking of
then Shauna
costumes,
said it's out, and then it's gone, but then I heard it's back. Huh?
I said, speaking of costumes, remember my cousin's wedding?
Yeah.
Y'all see my caricature, me holding the tomahawk or the clown for my MCT hot sauce. My cousin drew that for me, right? We went to his wedding a couple years ago. They had a costume wedding. It was not for Halloween either. He just wanted to do something very, very different.
Yeah.
I thought it was really cool. Everybody came, and all the guests were in costume. It was awesome, actually.
Well, they were too. Remember?
Well, yeah.
I think they did steampunk.
Yeah.
And then we did.
I don't remember what my costume was now. I don't remember though.
I don't know. I remember your mother was a blackjack dealer.
Yeah.
And
But I just thought it was a cool idea because it
Yeah.
fit them too. Because they're a little eccentric,
yeah,
which is cool though. I mean, because it's them, so it was their wedding, so it was their personality. It makes sense, you know.
right.
I thought it was.
Oh, and it was
brilliant.
cute because it was kind of like a game theme because at each table they had little potion bottles.
Because he was a huge gamer, also like video games and stuff, and he used to play D&D all the time and stuff.
Yeah, so the little potion bottles. One was mana, and what was the other one? Was it health?
Health, yeah.
And yeah, so that was really cute, and it was just Kool-Aid in them.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a fun.
Yeah.
It was a fun wedding, you know. Like we enjoyed that.
It was awesome.
Not the usual, you know.
Yeah.
But
Doom and gloom.
wedding, doom and gloom wedding.
Well, because that's what they say. The wedding march, the notes and everything are the same as
Here
the
we
funeral
go.
thing from Darth Vader.
Interested in group and party, but Mike died. Oh no. Well, what do I need to repeat? Because where did it die? But I understand it's working now. Melissa said, I like wearing costumes, but I figure even if it's not a costume party, October is an excuse to bring out my gothic and emo clothes.
Nice.
Exactly. That's how I feel too. Like, I don't feel like the oddball when I go to the grocery store and I'm wearing like my black stuff and my, Doc Martens and stuff. I feel like, oh, okay, they're just like, yeah, it's the season.
All right.
Melissa said the Pac-Man game was the stand-up one with the joystick.
Oh, wow.
That's hard. That's
Yeah.
hard to pass up. L Strange said pics or it didn't happen.
Oh. What is that referencing?
I don't know. What was that referencing?
Yeah.
Shauna said, I still love the Harlequin Mandalorian last year. Right? That's right. betraying
Yes.
it. That was awesome.
That was.
Barely Begun said, I still say you guys need to ask Keith's cousin to do a drawing of Shelly for her Wednesday vlogs.
Oh.
Okay. Oh goodness, that's kind of scary to me. Because I don't know how he would draw
remember
me
how I did
up.
it though. We just took a picture of me holding the tomahawk.
Yeah. What would
So, We'll take a picture of you
with
and whatever you want, and then we'll send it to him and say, "Hey, caricature."
I don't know what mine would be with though. My dogs?
Sure. That'd be great.
With
Yeah.
Sam and Delilah?
Yeah.
Maybe so. Oh goodness. Shauna said it's only 6:30 here and I work in 2.5 hours. I can go to bed now. Oh, it's gonna be a long night.
Good
Oh,
night.
I'm sorry. L Strange said every day is Halloween here. I mean, truly. Y'all saw my house. It feels that way, but I feel like I could be more Halloween right now.
I want to leave the yard decorations up year round because, like, we have a little bench in our front yard that has a skeleton sitting on it. I figure if we could just put some rabbit ears on him, then it'll be good for Easter. Put a Santa hat on him, it'll be good for Christmas. We put a little pilgrim hat on him for Thanksgiving. I'm just saying, why not?
And then what do you do between January and Easter? What's going to be on a coat?
Yeah, why not? He just won't flash you. That's the one.
What about the cemetery?
Well, they don't close the other cemeteries the rest of the year, so why don't we close ours? You know, that's why that place is so popular, right? Because everybody's just dying to get in there.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just saying.
That's what my father would always say every time we passed. He would drive past the cemetery. He'd say, hey, you know, people are just dying to get in there. And then you'd have to do that,
Waka waka.
Right. Or he would see a stop sign. Did yours do this one?
No.
In our subdivision, from the front of the subdivision to our house is 7 stop signs. Every single stop sign, he would say, "Stop is only pots spelled backwards."
Thanks, Brainiac.
That's my childhood. That's what I got to grow up hearing constantly. It was. Shauna said, my favorite costume I did one year was a sign I wore that said life. And I handed people paper and plastic lemons that said, what will you do? Wow. That is awesome.
That's awesome.
That's hilarious. L Strange said, the wedding, I want to see your pics.
I don't know if there are any.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
That was years ago. Like
it was actually just their wedding was just a few months after we eloped.
Yeah.
Which was good because I was like, oh man, if we had actually like planned a wedding, it would have been around the same time, and that would have been weird.
Right. Kind of rude, actually.
Right. So I don't know if there was pics of us because I honestly don't even remember if we even dressed up. We might have been lame-os. But we'll have to see. I'll see if we can find any photo, if they'll let us share.
Yeah. Well, you know what we do, though?
We
can ask his wife. I bet she has all the pictures.
Oh, well, yeah. It's probably on her page. Yeah. Which one? Anyways, Lisa said, that pic with your little red dress and boots. Right? Oh. That was cute. Oh, okay. Do that one.
Yeah. See, we already have the picture then.
Right? Brenda said, I heard a girl bought boots but didn't hear where, and what route. So I'm sorry. So this was over 2 years ago. A friend and I, we used to belong to a plus size group in Houston. It was like a plus size and more, something like that. I don't even remember what the group was called actually, but we would mainly go to their Halloween party because they actually got really big turnouts. So they would hold it. If you went on the cruise, the DoubleTree that everybody stayed at, that's where they would hold the Halloween party at that bar. And then a lot of people would get hotel rooms. But let me tell y'all, I don't know. I guess I've just not been much of a partier, but I saw far too many hookups at these things. And I was like, wait, didn't Didn't they
Last year?
no, not last year. Last week was it that person with that person? And now and I was like, oh, okay.
What's the song? You got to shop around.
I was just like, oh, I'm astonished. But her, a really good friend of mine, but now she moved out to West Texas, so I never get to see her anymore. But anyways, we got we bought our outfits. I think I went as what's the Aphrodite. I went as Aphrodite. So I got an actual costume from there's like this real big costume store. What is it? Dixie Tricks or Tricks and
I don't know.
Something?
No, that's not a costume store.
No, it's something like that. But I got Aphrodite, so it was like the whole costume for like $40. But for the shoes, I just used some shoes I already had because, I was like, wow, I spent $40 just on this outfit. Like, I'd never done that before. Like, I grew up, you made your own costumes, right? So that was something for me to spend that kind of money. And then I think she went as like a witch or something. I just remember she wore like it was like a short skirt or a short dress or whatever. And then she got boots that were like thigh-high boots, and she spent $200 on these boots.
I know what you can do.
Oh.
You have to go to my Facebook page and show them the picture of me dressed up from when I was in high school.
Oh.
There's one in there where my little cousin's with me also.
Okay.
She's standing there with me.
But yeah, now I don't know if there were any pictures of me from that party, but yeah, it was quite. I mean, their parties were fun.
Albums, I think.
Yeah, they were fun, and a lot of people. Of course, it was at a bar, so everybody was drinking and all.
Not covered, no.
You sure it's not photos of you?
It is, well, possibly.
Memory lane.
Yeah.
But yeah, they so it was a lot of fun, and we would do that, and then we would go to a couple of their other parties, but honestly, they were not as much fun, and yeah. Okay.
Oh, never mind, because I don't want her in the picture. I forgot about that.
Who is that again?
Girl I used to know in high school.
Oh, some ex, y'all. Did you hear that? There. I can do it like that.
Yeah.
All right. How do I full screen? There we go. I don't want people to read private comments. All right, let's see. Let's share what he was. You said in high school?
I think it was, yeah. Yeah, because I was at my grandma's house when I was living there.
Oh.
Yeah, because that's her hallway.
All right. Oh, where'd it go? Why is it doing that? Okay. Add to stage. There we go.
That's my cousin Christina.
Yeah, the little girl who's now full grown. Does she have 2 or 3 kids of her own?
Right. That's how long ago this was.
Shauna said February he needs a heart box of candy, and into February you could do skeleton Mardi Gras.
Nice.
That would be cute. And she said, and then a leprechaun hat for March. Oh, I like that. Okay. Y'all, everybody see the little clown that Heath was?
Little clown. That's nice.
I mean, look how tall he was.
Still am.
I know. Goodness. All right. Now we're back. And did y'all see my little coffin earrings here? Aren't those cute? They're like holographic, like they're the rainbow color. Okay. Melissa said, we've had our pirate ship for 3 years.
Oh, wow.
Although now Codes is giving us a hard time, but are citing the code for not parking operable vehicles on the yard. What? It's made from pallets and has no bottom. Oh, wow. Now Codes is giving us a hard time, but are citing the code for not parking operable. What?
That's crazy.
They're telling you, even though it's Halloween, they're trying to say that you're parking an operable vehicle. Like, it's Halloween. What do you...
It's a decoration.
Ugh.
That's just a nosy neighbor club.
Right. What was that? Oh. Sometimes. And I saw our HOA. Now, this is what I think is funny, though. For years, and let me know how your HOA works if you have one. For years, our HOA nosy person would just be in their car, their personal car, driving around, taking pictures and notes. But you wouldn't know it was them because it just looks like it's a regular car. There was no identifiers. And some of the people in the subdivision, like like when I work, I can see right out the front of my house. So I know if somebody's like stopped or snooping or walking in our yard or what have you, or a delivery person comes by, I see all of that from my office. Well, you're seeing some car you don't recognize where they look like they're scoping out your house.
Taking pictures.
Right, taking pictures or whatever. And you're like, what's going on here? So sometimes they would get approached and they would tell the people, I don't have to tell you who I am. Which, I mean, sorry, that
doesn't
sounds
sound sketch at all.
Right, that sounds sus. And then one person got mad. They were like, well, you don't have the right to be stopped in front of my house. Like, you need to go on. You can't take pictures. You can't do all this if you're not going to identify who you're with. So that person called the constable. Mm-hmm. The constable, because we have a constable in our subdivision, came out and they told him, oh, no, they're with the HOA. You can't talk to them. And they're allowed to do whatever they want.
That's retarded.
No, that's not the correct word. Sorry, y'all.
What is wrong with her?
I don't know. Are you thirsty, Delilah?
Delilah, come here, baby.
So he would get, so the guy got really mad. He was like, well, how would we know? And when I asked, the person didn't tell me. They're like, they should have some kind of identifier on their car. Well, finally, I have noticed this year that now their car has a magnetic identifier on the driver's door saying that it's the HOA. Are you okay, Delilah?
She's just in there sneezing.
Do you need some water?
Well, come on.
Is there water empty?
We'll fill it up. Oh, top it off. Oh, we got to refill a couple of these.
Yeah, I know. So, so now they finally have it on there. And so I saw them yesterday and slowing down. But I don't know if they're taking any note of my yard or the neighbor across the street. Like, their grass is 3 foot tall. So,
and they mow it like once a month. It's weird.
If they do, they mow it?
Yeah, every once in a while you'll walk out there, it'll be mowed.
I guess when they finally get enough letters.
Yeah.
Lisa said, laugh out loud, scary clown.
Uh-huh.
And Shauna said, cute. That was especially for Renee, if she's here. Melissa said, the problem is we have no HOA, but house prices have more than doubled. So real estate agents make complaints about everything. All the neighbors have one for something. Well, who are they complaining to? The city?
Right.
That is silly. And I'm sorry.
Sounds like somebody needs a hobby.
Right? If I was ever in the market to buy another house and I went to a subdivision in October and none of the houses or most of the houses were not decorated, like, I would not want to live in that subdivision because that seems boring AF. Like, I better see most of the houses decorated for Halloween, which I enjoy looking at that. Mary T said, signing off. Have a great night. Good night, Mary. Thanks for joining us. Melissa said, I'm calling the supervisor on Monday to explain what a decoration is. Right. It is October 20th, and we have this thing coming up called Halloween. You might want to Google that.
Right.
People like to put up stuff. Oh, my gosh. Because, again, if I was buying a house in your subdivision and I saw that people weren't decorating for Halloween, I'd be like, well, this is boring. Like, then this must be like a really strict area if people can't just do what they want and decorate and have fun.
Well, remember, too, speaking of nosy neighbors, remember we had that one left a little
Yeah.
love letter for us in our mailbox. Telling us we need to have
have pride
Pride,
and where and how you live. And I was
and
like, how do
mow
you
your
know how I
yard,
live?
and mow your yard. Well, I took pictures of that and posted it in the Facebook group for our neighborhood and said, oh, by the way, leaving stuff like this in the mailbox is a federal offense because you're dealing with the mail. Never had an issue since.
Yeah, and we
'Cause it's
put on
true.
there that we reported it to the Postmaster General, which I did.
Okay.
No, I did. So I was like, look, this is wrong.
But we haven't had an issue since.
Yeah.
Messing with the mail is it's a federal offense.
Right. So yeah, some of the people in our subdivision get a little uppity about things, but I think for the most part, I think we just have like one neighbor that's a little anal like that. Yeah, because that's their pride and joy is spending time in their yard, and I just it's not my fun thing to do.
Right.
But they'll get out there and on their hands and knees to make sure the grass is all the same height. But yeah, I did see, I don't know if you saw this, where some guy actually had the police have been called out on him because he made his Halloween decorations to where it looked like a murder scene.
Wow.
And so people said it was so realistic.
In our neighborhood?
No.
Oh.
This somebody somewhere.
Oh, to say.
But when the police came out, like he has pictures of them kind of like laughing and stuff, but the neighbors were really offended with it. But like he had where it looked like basically like a scene from Jason.
Oh, wow.
What is that? Halloween?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how he did it. It was like all after Halloween. So it had like the gore and stuff and like you would see in a Halloween movie.
Right.
But it was his decorations.
Well, at least the cops were laughing about it.
Right. But yeah, if you're just driving by. But I'm like, well, I mean, it is October, so.
Well, it's like that one neighbor up the road here. He's got a half. It's like it looks like a pistol, but it's a half. But it's also giant. It's like almost the size of a refrigerator. That's how big this thing is. And it's hanging up on the side of his house. He has wood siding. He has all kinds of decorations hanging up around it and everything. But just one is just like almost like a silhouette, almost like I said, just a half of a gun hanging up there. And somebody said it was scary.
That scared their kid.
Yeah.
I'm like, do they realize they're in Texas?
Right. I was like, really? That scares you?
I mean, it is Texas.
I mean, you go to Walmart and see actual guns.
Well, I know. That's what I'm saying. It's Texas. How could... L Strange said, big magnet that says snitch.
Right? I mean, in fact, we're so Texas. I went to Academy one year for my birthday. It was a buy one, get one free on guns.
Yeah.
That's how Texas is.
Witch Police said that she's here. She's just multitasking X a million. Well, I'm glad you're still with us. Shauna said, one of the staff at another of our condos decorated our whole street trees, fits shrubs. What did they decorate it as?
That's awesome.
That is nice.
Remember though, like around Christmas time, they'll have certain neighborhoods that do that, and each block has a different. I think we're doing here too. They'll do each block has a different theme.
Yeah, they used to growing up. This subdivision used to have a lot more because the neighbors, I guess, communicate a lot more. They would have, like, there'd be Candy Cane Lane, Care Bear Lane, but not as much anymore. There's a few streets that still do a theme.
Most of those, I think, the ones with the cul-de-sacs. And then all the ones, like, there's like, what, 6 or 7 houses right there, and that whole cul-de-sac decorates the same. Or they have, like, yard signs and stuff that all match each other.
Yeah.
That's pretty neat.
That is. And they do in the subdivision, one of the things the HOA does is the best decorated for Christmas. But I feel like they should do that for Halloween too.
Right.
As I feel like, no, come on, let's do the Halloween stuff. Like some of these people though, for the Christmas who always gets it, I'm like, your electric bill must be up the wazoo. Like, it's so much. Like, I don't even know how they add anything each year. Rickwood said, no one decorates for Halloween around my neighborhood. The local churches do trunk and treat, so there's no kids walking around. Yeah, well, that makes sense. A lot of churches, I know the churches right over here, they all are doing their trunk or treats on different days. Which I was like, so I wonder if you can go hop into one to the other.
Probably. They all know.
But our subdivision still is pretty good about it, and we still have quite a few that I've seen lots of decorations out for.
Yes.
So, and we haven't even gone around at night because I know even more turn on at night. But didn't you say there was some Halloween? Oh, we haven't put out our backs yet.
Yeah.
Oh, adjust mic. Okay, I'm sorry. I wonder why my mic. Oh. Okay. See, is that better, Shauna? I wonder why mine keeps messing up. Huh. But she says, Rickwood says, everyone does decorate for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there are a lot more that do the Christmas out here. But I think people do pretty good with the Halloween stuff. I just don't know if people are going to be trick-or-treating on the Saturday before, which is the 28th, or if they're going to do it on the actual 31st.
Probably both.
Because I don't know if we'll be home on the 28th.
Right.
She said, yes, it gets really garbled and then it goes out. Well, I wonder why that is. But not heat, huh? Just mine?
You want to trade?
Yeah, let's trade.
Because I think I'm projecting this and it'll pick up. I'll just turn this one off.
Let's see if this is any better.
So what's crazy is as soon as we finish here, we plug those in and they leave them charging until next Friday. So it shouldn't be that. I don't know.
I don't know. Probably because they're cheap.
Maybe.
I don't know. Hopefully maybe I'll YouTube and figure out how to fix them. Shauna said it's just a bunch of ghosts, jack-o'-lanterns, paper hanging from the trees, spider webs, stuff like that. Oh, that's really cute. And I bet the clients like it.
Yeah.
Or your client likes it. That's really cute, though. Rickwood said, my girlfriend used to decorate her house with thousands of lights on the house and the driveway and trees. People from all around would drive by to see it. Oh, I bet that was so pretty. Yeah, I like that. That I just don't have the patience to do that.
Plus, I don't want to climb on the roof and hang all that stuff like we did before.
Yeah.
Pay somebody to do it.
I know. We have tons of Christmas lights because for a while I was buying them after when they went on sale where they were like 75% off, that I would buy like 2 or 3 boxes and do that for a few years. And then we just stopped decorating, really. Like we'll put out some of our like standing things, but as far as the lights go, like trying to, trim the trees and the house and all of that, I'm just like, that's all right. And then plus, then the electric bill and everything.
And then going back later and picking it all up, put it away.
Right? I know, because you can't just leave it all out there. Shauna said, yeah, the clients seem to enjoy it. Oh, well, see, that's sweet. Well, I feel like it's slowing down. Mm-hmm. Do y'all have anything you want to talk about? Anything going on? Anything you want to see from the farmer's market?
I don't even know what to expect, honestly. I don't think I've ever been to this one.
No. I kind of know what to expect because I've watched several videos on it. It's just basically a big market. They have a front of the house where I guess it's more like kind of like an old school grocery where you kind of go a little bit around, and they have some canned goods and jarred items, and then your regular produce, and then you go to the back part and it's all the different farmers who have their booth set up. And then you can just go to each one and buy whatever it is you want to buy, and they have all kinds of produce. I'm excited to I saw a few that have like the different types of chilies.
Nice.
And like one of them has the little bitty round green chilies that are like super hot. So I hope we find those because I've always wanted to try those. I forget what they're called.
Ouch.
And we'll just see what spices and stuff we come across. Then I can make note of how much it is. So then I'll know, hey, you know what? Instead of getting rosemary from Sam's, we go here and buy like a pound of it.
Did you say they're open every day of the week?
Yeah.
Wow.
Shada said coffee, laugh out loud. I want to see coffee. Right? I do too. I hope they do have coffee because I do plan on getting up early Sunday, which I'm saying 8 a.m. is early, and going there. So it'd be nice if they do have coffee.
And how far is it to get there?
About 25,
That's not
30
bad.
minutes away,
That's not
depending
that
on
bad.
traffic.
Yeah.
That's the caveat for everything in Houston, depending on traffic. Carrie said, I'm going to bed now as well. Hope everyone has a great and cheesy night. You too, Carrie. See
Good
you
night.
Sunday. Rickwood said, it's about time for me to hit the bed. The dogs are staring at me, waiting to go out. See y'all tomorrow night.
Night.
Yeah, that's right. Good night, Joe. Have a good one.
It'd be awesome. 3 nights in a row we'd see everybody.
I mean, yeah.
A lot of them, anyways.
Elstrader said, I got to get going and watch a movie with my dudes. Well, have a great night. Have a good movie. Too bad it's not The Boys. What's the vampire one that I like?
I thought it was The Boys.
No. Shoot, you know what I'm talking about. It just escaped me. But you
Lost
know
Boys?
which one. Lost Boys. She said she couldn't get them to watch that.
Why? It's a movie. It's awesome.
You wouldn't even watch it with
I've seen
me.
it before.
Yeah, but 5 minutes into it and you were like, oh, whatever. Shada said, ugh, I know why I'm so tired. It's been dark since 6. I know. It gets dark so early, y'all. Elstray said, y'all have a good weekend. I'll try to pop in and say hello. Well, yeah, you have fun tomorrow. Yeah, have a great night. Well, I guess we'll call it a night too. Since
All right. Because everybody's fading on us.
Yeah.
I don't blame y'all. I'm getting tired too.
Right.
I have chores to do.
That's right.
And I
We
got
got a
work
lot
tomorrow.
of dishes.
Yeah.
Well, thank y'all so much. I hope you enjoyed the live as well. We had fun, and then we'll you see many of you tomorrow. So looking forward to it.
All right, folks. Thank y'all. Thank you.
Thank you. Good night. Bye.